This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton bedding from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with airy blankets, cloud-like duvets, and breathable sheets. You'll experience pure comfort on night one and feel your bedding get softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first order at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You love his plain speaking, straight shooting, no nonsense approach to solving callers' problems. You tune in to his nationally syndicated talk show every day to hear the wise insight and savvy advice he gives to his callers.
You see, caller, what you got there is a can opener. You use it to open cans.
A can opener? Huh. I never made the connection. Thanks, Mr. Obvious. You're a lifesaver.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for, caller.
He's Mr. Obvious, America's favorite answer man. There's not a situation that he can't handle with his sage-like wisdom and his quick-draw wit.
Well, waste not, want not, caller.
And now, Bob and Tom Productions is proud to present a side of Mr. Obvious you never heard before.
Ah, I hit my head. Damn, that's smart. Was my mic on?
Now you can hear for the first time the Mr. Obvious that the censors didn't want you to hear. It's Mr. Obvious, too hot for radio. Mr. Obvious, too hot for radio. We can't even play it for you in this commercial. It's just too hot.
So, Mr. Obvious, I can't figure out why it's not working.
Oh, well, I can tell you why it's not working.
Oh yeah? Why is that?
It's because you're a stupid idiot. That's why it's not working, you dumb...
What?
Cut. John, you can't say that on the air.
Look, I'm sorry, but what the this dip doesn't even know how to operate his toaster? Come on, Bill. Don't we have anyone screening these damn calls?
All right. Settle down, John.
Don't settle down, John, me. And where the are those pictures I was supposed to see? Get down on the phone. If I don't get those pictures in here by 2 o'clock, I'm going to walk off this mother. You hear me, Bill? Hey, I'm not you. I've got money. You know what that means, Bill? That means I've got enough money that I can say you, Bill. Now give me some decent callers on the phone. These calls are ponderous, man. Ponderous.
All right, John, we'll take care of it.
And where's my orange smoothie? Damn it! I asked for a damn orange smoothie like 20 minutes ago.
Mr. Obvious, raw, uncut, uncensored.
So you see my point, caller?
But no, I don't, Mr. Obvious. That's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, wait a minute. What did you say, you piece of
You heard me.
Look, we've got caller ID. I'm going to have a couple of my gorillas down there getting medieval on your ass. How do you like that, Mr. Tuffy? Huh? I'll make you think stupidest thing you ever heard. I'll be watching from my yacht while the cops are fishing your bloated carcass out of the river next week, pal.
Hey, look, take it easy, Mr. Obvious. I was just kidding.
Oh, yeah, just kidding, huh? Sounds like you just made the connection, right? You just made the connection, didn't you, mother? Huh?
To order Mr. Obvious too hot for radio, call 1-800-EAT. That's 1-800-EAT.
And so, Mr. Obvious, that was the last time I ever saw her alive.
Oh, I'm sorry, caller. You've obviously mistaken me for someone who gives a
Don't be a moron. Order your tapes today. Holy.
Hi, good morning. Welcome. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bob and Tom. There's Christy Lee.
Hello, Chick.
At the news desk of Vision and Taupe.
Thank you.
Welcome. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There he is. Got that black shirt on. I like that very much.
Thank you.
Looks like a bad guy in Deadwood. Like it. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
Ace Cosby's here.
Howdy.
The Josh Arnold. That Josh Arnold's over there. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
When's that Josh Arnold comedy record going to be released?
I don't know if they've set a date yet.
Who's they? I like to know who they are.
The man.
The record company.
Oh, yeah.
It's really the record
really?
company. Yeah, they have
Takes
everything.
them a while.
There's a guy up on a roof holding your album, and it's going to drop any day now.
That's right.
Wow. Speaking of things dropping, we've got a French daredevil in the news.
Oh, yeah? Oh, it didn't end well?
I told you about that yesterday. I go, well, you're going to love this story.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Did he crap his pants before or after the stunt?
Well, we don't
I'm
know.
not sure. They're getting out the human spatula to get him up, and we'll see. Yeah, that was a...
I told you that during the millennium, we were hosting a New Year's Eve party. 1999? Yeah. I've been alive. Very few people reach this age, Willie.
Did you think the world was going to end?
We didn't know what was going on.
No, I didn't really worry about it.
It was changing to 2000 on
Yeah.
the computers that was
Sure.
really Y2K. Yeah.
And people were bidding on Y2K.com.
Yeah.
Josh, did you have a wild Y2K night?
I honestly don't remember what I did 1999 New Year's Eve.
Oh, I
I
do.
don't know where I
do
was.
too, yeah.
I
was with them.
Yeah.
These people just listen to the news. You're the only true believer in the room. You know, you embrace the truth coming from certain sources.
Yes, that's right.
All the conspiracy.
And I could have seen you somewhere backwards, upside down visor. You got a sweater vest on, no shirt, putting down 8-bush lights.
I never had the backwards upside down eyes.
What didn't someone pay millions of dollars for Y2K.com? And
I don't know if they paid millions. Maybe they had it for sale because they bought it for millions, but nobody bought it. I don't mean
when's the last time you logged onto that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chick. We interrupted.
Anyway, I was downtown at this very nice hotel, and they have one of those atriums in the lobby inside.
Very high.
Very, very high, like
many
20
stories.
20 stories.
It's beautiful.
And I'm talking to one of their maintenance guys, and he goes, here's a story that not a lot of the guys will tell you. And he said evidently someone had chosen to not be here anymore, and
They Fosbury flopped off the 18th floor.
Ooh.
And he says it's not like in the movies. We had to. There was some problem with retrieving the body off the floor.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And exactly
stuck.
Well, we'll find out about the Frenchman who did his little flying stunt.
He said, "You ever burn an egg on a on a skillet?" Yeah.
Did he tell that to you? Like he had some cool information he was going to make your day?
And I remember I said, "Oh yeah," and walked away.
Coming up today, I believe we have some interesting stuff in the world of soccer. Is that correct?
Yeah, Portugal
World
and the
Cup.
USA 0-0 ties. So USA advances to the, I need a bell, clang, the knockout round. Clang, clang. And so that's the World Cup from Auckland.
And they don't do the shootout thing at the end when they tie?
I don't know about that. I don't know. But I know you don't like it. Thanks for asking.
Well, I don't like
Appreciate
it because it's like if you're in a baseball game and it's tied in the ninth inning,
Here
you
we
then
go
do a
again.
home run derby. Or I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. It
doesn't make sense to you.
Not a team sport anymore.
The entire soccer world loves that.
Well, doesn't mean it's an intelligent way to end a game.
I think it does.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, you were dismissed.
You're not. It's not up to you. And if you don't like it, that's
it's up to me to what?
tough tip.
I'm allowed to say I think it's stupid.
How many of the soccer games that you watched this year
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm a big fan. The way they end, or you'd watch, huh?
No, I do not have that kind of time. It doesn't really matter.
I tell you what, I was watching the Portugal USA this morning.
They have extra time. And I don't know how you haven't latched onto this. There's like 90 minutes. That's a running clock.
Right.
But then at the end of 90 minutes, there's what they call extra time, where they continue playing.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows how long it is except the referees.
Yeah.
And they're running around looking at their watch, and then they keep doing the spinning thing with their finger. And
I've never quite figured that out. Is it because of the penalties and stoppage and play or something?
I think so.
And they keep a running total of that somehow.
Yeah.
It's like cricket. I don't know. Life's too short for me to have to learn how to follow this.
So it went
lots of other things going on.
Yeah, you'd rather sit and bitch about it than
than
actually.
I'll bitch about it standing up if it'll make you happier.
Be a fan about it. You've made up your mind.
Yeah, it's boring. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier and one of my favorites, comedian Mark Normand, scheduled to be our guest. I'm sure looking forward to that. A special edition of this show coming up Friday with the Black Moods as our house band. Certainly looking forward to that. Coming up in sports, anything else besides the...
the USA and Portugal tie at 0. We're going to focus on the Cincinnati Reds this morning. They are alone in first place. The latest, they've been in first place deep into the season since way back in 2012. Yes, when a loaf of bread was a nickel. We'll talk about it. And DeMar Hamlin was out on the practice field yesterday, the Buffalo Bills safety.
Good.
Wearing pads. And to say you would understand if he was tentative yesterday during practice.
Yeah.
I would. I don't think I'd go play football.
You could wear armor and we'd understand.
No more. Yeah. I don't think I'd do that.
Well, again, don't they think that he got hit at exactly the right place at exactly the right time of his heart cycle in a very rare event?
It happened once, though. Wouldn't that give you pause?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're just too daring?
I'm sure this guy's been examined by medical authorities that know what they're doing, and I think he's making them what they. What
if your doctor comes in and uses this voice? Well, I've looked at all the tests, and I think it's absolutely fine if you go back on the old practice field.
I gotta get better insurance.
Yeah. Hey, Doc, please put your pants on.
Step right up here on the way thingy.
Dr. Silly Noodles, was it?
Yes.
Dr. Silly Noodles.
Excuse me. It's Noodle.
Dr. Silly Noodle, I have to be going.
Silly's the nickname.
You can pay with a credit card or pay with Pop-Tarts.
And your 5th examination's free.
Coming up, we have one kind of ordinary world record, although an amazing feat, and one incredibly dumb world record that I really am enjoying. And also erectile dysfunction in the news.
Cool. Erectile dysfunction?
Thank you very much. But my favorite story involves a professor at the University of Virginia who's trying to develop a freeze ray.
Oh, finally, the important work is being done.
Guess who's trying to do it?
Dr. Noodle.
Okay, I'm not going to be a doctor no more when I get my freeze ray working. Freeze ray.
It's hard to say.
I'm wondering if the public press release about the freeze ray just happens to be coinciding with the hottest temperature the Earth has ever been. They wouldn't release this in January. So
is that kind of freeze ray ice, or is it like it pauses you in your movement?
It's a freeze ray. It's cold.
Cold.
It's
it is cold. Okay.
It's like Mr. Freeze.
Gotcha.
Do you
Otto Preminger.
You want the Twilight Zone Hollywood freeze thing where everyone just doesn't move and you can walk around and do stuff?
That's a freeze ray, yeah.
That'd be cool too.
Wasn't that a pocket watch on one of the Twilight Zones? Right?
I don't remember.
Do they have
pocket watch stop?
Here's a stupid question. I know that Josh, you're sort of our authority in the world of adult cinema. Is there a genre of sci-fi porn that?
Yeah, it's out there.
Oh, really?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Like an 8.
Penis. I remember back in the day, a buddy of mine rented a Star Trek porn. It was like a Star Trek type, and
well, don't they have fan fiction out there from Star Trek where Spock and Kirk are lovers? And
sure,
yeah.
But I mean, is there like visual video?
Yes, yeah.
Do they have one with a freeze ray?
I don't.
People are walking
I've never really
around
watched one of those.
I guess it would be kind of non-consensual.
Hey, I'll help you.
She's frozen.
Josh,
Why is that the laugh line for you?
I'll help you. That's not his bag, man.
Okay.
No, I like the Gonzo.
Okay. Right now, I want to remind you that had you been listening to this show on your Raycon earbuds when the guy came in and went, what's your problem?
Hey!
You didn't sound that much better. Why is that, Chick?
Because Raycon earbuds are simply the best. This summer, you can take premium audio wherever you go with Raycon. Their everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. And they have 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. They feature noise isolation and awareness mode, just perfect for picnicking. You can also choose to be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings when you need to. And you can listen while you travel or during that grueling workout with optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. Those earbuds fit every ear ever made, and they're comfortable enough for all-day wear. And remember, Raycons will not budge. And Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and get a load of this. They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over, look it up, 56,000 5-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom. We have a swell gift for you. 15% off your Raycon order in addition to the already low price. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Love my Raycon earbuds. Also, coming up, we have Is Your Robot Going to Kill You in the news? And something for Christy.
You should probably tell us that now. What if I have a robot?
Yeah.
Something for Christy. Christy does a little bit of dabbling in real estate. We have a super creepy real estate story coming up for you.
Unbelievable.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Willie Griswold.
What up, Chick?
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey there.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here he is. Extra crabby this morning.
Not crabby at all, in a great mood. I was just asking.
Don't talk to him about soccer and overtime. That's all.
No, it's just boring. Sorry.
It's a worldwide event, Tom.
So what?
So what?
So was World War II. I don't think that
it was rarely boring, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which I'm reading about. And it's very interesting.
Real quick, you're comparing women's soccer to the Pacific Theater, essentially? Is that the comparison?
The world,
the European theater.
The war to end all wars.
No,
right?
I'm not going to pretend that I'm interested in this. Everyone else is, but I'm not.
You're not even a little bit interested.
I'm glad these women are doing great. They're having fun.
No, I think you are interested because you don't like it. If you were apathetic, you wouldn't care about.
No, I know. Trust me, I don't care.
What about the Men's World Cup? Do you give that a look?
Not really.
I found I enjoyed that last time.
Good.
And I'm finding I enjoy the women's.
I don't have that kind of time.
You know, they have very, very short shorts on.
They do. I think the way they ended is dumb. If it's a tie, having you kick, it's.
See, can you at least offer some sort of salient conclusion to a game other than just saying it's dumb?
Well, would you be happy in a baseball game if they brought in a pitching machine and they just had a home run derby?
I'm not happy.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
What?
I'm not happy that they put a guy on second in extra
Yeah,
innings.
either am I. I agree.
That's dumb also.
I say if we're going to do that, put a lawn chair and get rid of the umpire. Put a lawn, and if it is in the lawn chair, it's a strike.
There you go.
And we may have umpire news come up. In the previous break, I was asking Josh.
I'm being dismissed again.
If there was a category of pornographic movies with a sci-fi theme.
They're out there.
No one liked the question.
So I Googled the question.
Okay.
And the only one I've come up with so far is one called Quantum Deep. Apparently a spoof of
No Captain's Log.
Quantum Leap.
Yeah. I don't know.
That, Scott Sakula is in that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've seen it, huh?
Seen it. I own it.
All right.
Isn't Quantum Leap back? Isn't there new? Ace will know.
NBC did a reboot.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because I love that first one.
I watched the first 2 episodes. And,
He ended every episode
So
with "Oh boy." Remember
if
that?
it's you're going to keep watching it because that's the TV you watch.
I got plenty of it.
Up to his eyeballs.
I don't know. Maybe we should do one. How about Close Encounters of the Threesome kind?
Oh.
Something you'd want to see?
Well, you're missing the obvious.
There was a close one.
What's the obvious?
There's got to be a planet where there's the men have 6 penises and the women have 4 vaginas, and they're
What's it called?
Why do the men have 6 penises and the women have 4 vaginas?
It doesn't. It's like hot dogs and hot dog buns.
If I remember correctly,
There's
there was
a stand-up doing that there on that planet.
There was a franchise called Planet of the Gapes, but it had nothing to do with the original science fiction.
You know what a gape? You know what a gape is? Also known as the silent yawn
or the stovepipe.
I'm out. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll
send you some photos.
What are you talking about?
There's 5 or 6 guys out there laughing.
There's a certain orifice that when worked with, they kind of stay open.
Oh, no.
Are you a fan?
Sorry, I asked.
Hence the gape.
I see.
Are you into that?
No, it's not for me.
That's not his bag, baby.
You like keep it tight.
Sorry, I brought it up. Let's see. On a much different note, coming up, we have a bear in a hot tub.
2 bits.
It's a
bear in a hot tub
in a rather heavily populated area,
and we've all,
and the picture of this bear in the hot tub is hysterical.
Hey, how you doing?
It looks
bears are in a bunch of stories this morning.
He's just kicking back, looking. Hey, how's it going? How about maybe it's after 5? How about a sour, huh?
You like a bear smoking a cigar? I do.
And a hat?
Hey, how are you?
Like a fez?
Plus, we have the funniest story out of China. There's a zoo that they're accusing the zookeepers of having a fake bear.
I say we get right to this because I want to see Josh's face when he sees the video.
It really does look like a guy in a bear suit, but
and see if you notice the same thing in the video that Tom and I noticed.
Okay, did you find it, Christy?
I have it.
That he's wearing Nikes.
A zoo in eastern China is denying suggestions that some of its bears might be humans in costumes. Internet users questioned whether the bears at the Hangzhou Zoo were real after photos circulated online showing one standing upright on slender hind legs. Local media reported that the way the animals stood made people suspect they might be humans in disguise. The zoo said on its social media account that the sun bears from Malaysia are smaller than other bears and look different, but are the real thing. Other Chinese zoos have been accused of trying to pass off dogs dyed to look like wolves or African cats. And I think you'll remember the donkeys that were painted to look like
zebras.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, here is a video of this critter.
It's amazing.
It really looks like a guy in a bear suit. But they say this is just an unusual breed of bear.
Are you noticing what Tom and I noticed?
There's a lot of back fat.
Yeah.
The way the costume is bagging in the back, that's what I see when he stands up.
And he's waving at the crowd. It really,
my gosh.
It looks like a guy in a bear suit. But apparently this particular bear, that's the way they're built.
There he is.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
When he stands, it absolutely looks like a man in a costume.
And
but
he's also clapping.
But when it goes back down, it looks like an animal.
Oh, that's not a man. Well, look at the back.
Yeah, the costume.
I think that's just his butt fat. But when it goes down and walks away, it's man, it's close.
It looks like he's going, ha ha!
I think that's a costume.
Do you remember the thing a few years ago? I think it was in Spain, where this woman tried to restore some fresco. Do you remember this? There was some.
What else happened?
There was some fresco, and this lady came in and tried to restore it. It ended up looking like this primitive, awful painting. That's what that bear looks like. Kind of, it doesn't look like a real bear.
I think it's just malnourished.
Don't say that.
That's what it looked like to me. Well, you trust zoos in China?
Well, that's the whole point. In any event, coming up, we have more bear news. We have bears in the USA on the loose.
Oh, you have a song.
Oh, here we go.
We're not humans in disguise. We're really bears.
Yeah, we are.
Big and gnarly teeth. This is fur, not hair. Try and poke me in the cage. We're not humans in disguise. We'll bite you. We're a rarer breed. Stand like your Uncle Fred. Try and shake my hand. You're gonna end up dead. Poke me one more time. We're not humans in disguise. You ass bag.
He'll bite you.
Bite you.
Do you recognize the song that's a parody of, Willie?
No, not at all.
Oh, it's a
wacky
classic. John Fred and the Playboy Band.
Judy in disguise.
Yeah.
A paren with glasses.
That's what you are.
Yeah, not familiar with that.
There's your alfresco or whatever the hell thing you were talking about.
Yeah, remember that?
Love a fresco.
That bear looks kind of crazy like that. But you want to hear a little bit of Judy in disguise?
Yes.
Your brain is broken. That bear looks nothing like that painting. No. Why are we talking about Judy in disguise? This morning's crazy.
Yeah. Just let him go.
That's not it, but I love...
I don't know why it's not there. Here we go.
That's a B cut.
Judy in the sky.
This song's awesome.
I love this. As a kid.
You can do the, what is this, the frug? Is that what that dance is called, the frug?
Yeah.
Here it comes. What?
What a weird song. Judy in
Very
disguise with glasses. That was a big hit song way back in the day.
What year was that?
Oh, God. It had
60s?
to be mid-60s.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
A friend of mine got kicked out of Mr. Mallon's English class because of that song.
Why?
What did he say?
Mr. Mallon was talking about some Shakespeare play, and I can remember he went, and then we have so-and-so in disguise, and then he arrives on the scene in disguise, and does anyone else come in disguise? And Alan goes, Judy in disguise, out.
Did you guys all howl?
Oh, I can remember his name.
Well,
wow.
Alan Kitchler.
No, they didn't laugh. They went,
Oh, how full.
very good, Alan.
Very broad.
Very, very good.
Yeah. How wry.
I mean, I really, that's a serious memory about it. I don't know why it's stuck. I just thought
awesome.
It was so clever. And then that song was a big hit at the time. Oh, it was perfect.
I had teachers that would laugh at that and just move on.
Yeah, why don't
they?
they?
Kicked. Yeah,
they would today, probably.
I'm a little suspicious now. I did a little more research into the sun bear. It's the smallest of the bear species. It only gets to about 4 to 5 feet. That bear looked taller than 4 to 5 feet.
That bear looks like 7 feet tall because the guy inside has the head
7
coming
feet.
up.
What about
the head moves too well. It can't be.
They have a little guy with a stick in there.
No, the way the lips are moving and stuff, that's a bear.
What about a panda bear? Those are tiny little bears. And koala bears. Those are tiny little bears.
What about those
koala bears are not.
Those red pandas?
Bears.
Have you
They're
seen those?
I love those red pandas.
They look like little people in them. Yeah.
Well, no, we were talking
They
about
like marshmallows.
Internet porn and the apparent existence of adult cinema that is related to the world of sci-fi. I thought we would just get a little treat from Paul and Storm and their great band talking about that. This is Da Vinci's Notebook.
Back in the not too distant past, when I would need a quick repast or a temporary break from my agenda, off to the bedroom I would head, pull out the Playboy from neath the bed, and sneak a peek at all the portraits of Pudenda. My alternatives were slim. If I tried to find another source for sin, I'd have to hang out with the losers in the back room of my local local video store. But last month I finally made the call. I got a brand new cable modem installed, and it opened up the floodgates on a whole new universe of internet porn. Internet porn, Roman orgy scenes. Internet porn, dominatrix queens. Internet porn, girl on girl on girl on girl on girl on guy on sheep. Internet porn, gross anatomy. Internet porn, Pam and Tommy Lee. Internet porn, when you're given so much to choose from. Who has time to sleep? Honestly, honey, I don't know how the link got on there. After my girlfriend goes to sleep, then I get out of bed and down the hall I creep, so I can hunker down and wallow in depravity until 3 or 4. You'll always find me in that same tableau, silhouetted by my monitor's warm glow, and absorbing all the bounty from the cornucopia of internet porn. Internet porn, barely legal teens. Internet porn, naughty figurines. Internet geriatric German grandmas spanking Spanish men. Internet porn, erotic Asian art. Internet porn, guys with extra parts. Internet, I don't think I'm ever going to see the sun again. Internet porn, melonlove.com. Internet, there's my neighbor's mom. Internet porn, bikers wearing diapers, chasing nurses dressed like Smurfs. Internet porn, maison le clavage. Internet porn, en deux trois ménages. Internet, every kind of smut from every corner of the earth.
Da Vinci's Notebook featuring Paul and Storm in the classic internet porn. Thank you very much, fellas. Now, we have Chick McGee at the sports desk with a little preview of what's to come.
Yes. Coming up, we've got soccer. The women tie Portugal. You know, in Portugal, they primarily speak Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that?
Didn't know that.
It's a little quick fact.
Thanks for letting us know.
Great surfing.
Fact. Huh?
They're the biggest waves in the world.
In Portugal?
You ever seen those things where they drag these people out on the
I thought you were going
Sea-Doos
to you were going to go somewhere and
Costa Rica,
learn to
right?
surf.
That's my goal next summer.
Why doesn't Spain just take over Portugal? Just right there on the side. They could easily go, you're ours now.
Why don't they just...
Spain would be more whole.
Negotiations.
But
right?
what if Portugal, they talk Portuguese to their buddies in Brazil, and then they've got all these Amazonian women throwing spears at them or something, you know? These big, beautiful women with the long legs?
We should take Hawaii.
Just something...
we done deal.
We do have Hawaii.
Oh,
I agree. I'm agreeing with Pat. We
I
need
got
to
to read a book.
retake it and show them who's boss.
We're going to talk about the Reds. They're in first place for the latest since 2012. And other sports things, including Mike Vrabel's head coach of the Titans, and he's got he doesn't want fights at camp, and he's found a unique way to stop fights when the guys are practicing. We're building a team here, Tom.
Is it a freeze ray?
Yes, it is.
Coming up
Tom
in the news,
lives in a cartoon, doesn't he?
Coming up in the news, we do have, honest to God, a story about a guy trying to develop a freeze ray.
Wow.
Don't they have a sound ray that makes you vomit when you hear it?
Or crap yourself? I've heard of these things.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, the brown
Crippling. Is that what it's called?
Why haven't they developed something when they have these hostage situations where they can shoot something into the room where the guy's holding all the people hostage and everybody
craps themselves?
Whatever. I mean, crapping themselves wouldn't really be the best thing to go. I was maybe
everybody laugh.
Everybody freezes. We'll find out.
You can have pity vomit. You can't have pity crapping, right? I don't think. You see somebody vomiting, you're going to start
Could you
vomiting.
just, it would have been so nice if you just stopped talking about it a minute ago.
Okay.
Right now it's quiz time.
I'll apply that to the rest of the show.
Okay. When I go like this, you stop talking. Christy Lee, what is your sleep number setting?
45.
I'll explain what that means. That is a softer mattress.
Yes, I like it that way.
However,
Thanks.
you could take your mattress, press the button, and turn it into 100 like Mr. Chick McGee, because that would be a firmer mattress. In fact, either side of the bed has its own setting, and the sleep number bed people have perfected adjustable firmness. Do you want it now? Do you want to say
100? I like a firm mattress, Tom.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The sleep number people have done a bunch of stuff to help you sleep better. And saving money might make you sleep better, too, and that's what they've got going right now. You can save $500 at your favorite Sleep Number store on the next generation Sleep Number smart bed. And here's a little something interesting. Special financing is available for a limited time. And this includes some of the finest Sleep Number beds. And there's a bunch of differences. They've got beds that you can raise and lower the head, all kinds of stuff to make your life a lot better. The smart beds will actually help you pick what the best firmness level is for you. So it's like buying 40 beds at the same time, but they just fit in your bedroom. Everybody's happy. Either side of the bed has its own setting. Find out the details at your Sleep Number store, sleepnumber.com/BT show. See the store for all the details on the special financing that's available right now. Sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, what's that stuck in your mouth? We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Yes.
There's Ace Cosby.
Yes.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
See.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Just to see you guys. We're going to head over to the sports page with Mr. Chick McGee. I will tell you that a special edition of the Bob and Tom Show coming your way Friday. We will celebrate the state fair season happening across all the great county fairs and state fairs happening across this great land of ours.
Are you a state fair guy? No matter where you've lived, you've always attended a state fair?
I love the fair. I've done more county fairs probably over the years than state fairs, but it's always fun.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. You like the rides? Right now I've got 5 goldfish.
2 didn't make it, huh?
2 didn't make the transition. Oh, boy. My little girl won 7 goldfish at the fair on Sunday.
Is she aware of subtraction?
Top of the bowl?
Oh, yeah. So far, so good, though. The 5 were doing okay.
Well, I hope you said a few words when you found it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have one of those little nets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You had to pick them out with your hands?
No, you take one of those spoons that have the built-in strainer.
I'm not having spaghetti at your house anymore.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
You can wash it, Willie.
Did you flush?
You can also wash your hands.
I put them in the wastebasket. It's garbage day today, so they'll. But we set up an aquarium with a filter and everything, so we're hoping we can keep them alive. They poop a lot, but I'm tired. Sorry, it's time to head over to the sports desk with Chick McGee. What do you got over there?
Isn't their poop stringy? Remember?
Yeah, it comes out kind of ropey.
Yeah, it's like ropey, right? It ascends from down. That's awful.
Really?
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I've never seen fish poop. I'm going to look that up today, have a little afternoon.
It's unpleasant.
You didn't have any
YouTube
goldfish
session.
when you were a kid?
I had plenty, but I never saw the moment happen. I never waited for the money shot. What a bummer.
You didn't sit around waiting for watch them to see if they poop?
No, that could be a fun game. You could bet on it, too, with your friends. I have a problem, I think. I have a problem.
Now, we were talking about soccer, and I'm refusing to join the chorus of people.
Portugal and USA skate to a 0-0 tie. That's not right.
When did they play again?
But they did skate. It's not up yet.
Oh.
This guy writes, "Hey, Tom, I agree with you. Soccer is boring. If I want to watch a group of individuals run around for a few hours without scoring, I'll go to a singles bar." Bada boom.
That was a good bada boom. Bada boom, bada bing.
That's still a phrase. The singles bar? Is that? I don't know.
I don't know. The dating app is really taking away the need.
It's the new bar, yeah.
Did bars advertise themselves as singles bars?
They would.
They did back in the day.
Singles night, fine, but would they go, we are a singles bar?
And then the happy hours,
meat markets.
Happy hours became popular, and then various states made them illegal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they would have drink. They would only. You couldn't have a drink special.
Drinking for a Lincoln, right? Wasn't that one of them?
Hours.
Yeah.
Drinking for a Lincoln?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All you could drink.
Double the value of your dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, for the value of a penny?
$1 pitcher.
Yeah, it was like dollar pitchers
or
something.
spin a wheel where I
Man,
worked.
you guys grew up in the wild, wild west.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the sad lingerie lunch?
Oh, yes.
MC one of those.
That must have been so sad.
That guy's still living off that money, so I don't know how sad.
Believe it or not, it was not very well attended.
So, wait, how does this work? Because in my head, I see it a few different ways. I'd imagine people come, and then there's beautiful women in lingerie serving them?
No, they're on top of the bar.
Yeah, dancing around.
Walking, like
and there
modeling.
are women, yes.
Huh.
They're modeling the lingerie.
It's up to the beholder.
Why is it lunchtime? What is that?
He was going after the the
They were trying to get
downtown lunch crowd. Yeah.
Oh, it'd be on like a Tuesday?
Like a businessman special. Oh,
and
yeah.
then you
through
have
the week.
someone hosting it like, I don't know, a Chick McGee.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And maybe a Busty Bell as one of their guest dancers. Yeah.
I couldn't get horny like that, then go back to work. Are you kidding me?
Really?
I can't go sell, shoes after that. I can't go be an accountant after that. Can't get all worked up with the fellas.
4 drinks.
Someone shoes.
No thanks.
See, I can do 4 drinks before this job. I can figure that out. I can swing that.
Well, now, I guess we have to get to sports. What have you got?
Portugal and USA, 0-0. So there you go. And other matches coming up today. In a couple of hours. Haiti and Denmark. Who you got, Josh?
I have Haiti.
Denmark.
Haiti.
And then China and England.
Oh,
I'm going with the Brits.
Also this morning. Is that right?
They know how to play soccer.
Now, coming up later tonight at 3 a.m., it's in New Zealand, Tom. It's in a whole other time zone. South Africa and Italy, and Argentina and Sweden, both those at 3 a.m.
I'm going Sweden and South Africa.
Okay, then Jamaica and Brazil and Panama and France. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jamaica.
Jamaica who?
Jamaica called your mom this week. There you go. A good son would call his mother. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin says he's put aside his fear to find joy after practicing in pads yesterday for the first time after going into cardiac arrest during a game last season against the Bengals on a Monday night. Hamlin said he leans on his faith in God and himself and the support of his family and teammates to overcome any feelings of nervousness that he had. The padded practice at training camp marked the next step in the 25-year-old Hamlin's pursuit to resume playing football.
Okay.
Good for him.
The training staff, the doctors who revived him on the Buffalo Bills, they were honored with Heroes in Sports at the ESPY Awards this past.
Very nice.
Well deserved.
Very nice. And speaking of baseball,
yes.
Last night, Joey Votto of the Cincinnati Reds, Christian Encarnacion Strand, and Will Benson each had 2 hits, and the Reds beat the Cubs 6-5 in Chicago. That's the opener of a 4-game series. And Cincinnati relievers combined for 5 2/3. I'm telling you this because one of the relievers, Q95 Player of the Season, Buck Farmer.
Buck Farmer.
Buck Farmer got 5 outs for the win. The Buck Farmer. I'm going to get a Buck Farmer jersey.
All right, Buck.
Don't you like
That's
that?
a great name.
Buck Farmer.
Does he have a mustache? I want him to have a mustache.
He's got a big beard.
Oh.
Big beard.
I want him to wear the baseball uniform, but with overalls over it.
You know, it is the
call
music, and when he comes out to bat, they play the name game.
Buck, Bo Buck.
Banana.
Oh,
You went for
That's not funny. You want to see? But Buck
They call him
Farmer-
Uncle Buck?
Buck Farmer looks exactly like you think he would.
Yeah, he looks the part.
There he is. There's Buck.
He's awesome.
Oh, he does look like a
Number
Buck
46
Farmer.
in your program. Number 1 in your heart.
You go, Buck.
He's a reliever because he goes, hey, we got to wrap this up. I got to wake up early, do some chores.
That's
Yeah,
right.
you guys.
I got to get out there and milk them
He'll
cows.
call of the rooster.
They're in first place all by themselves.
Sorry, Pat.
I did a spit take.
That's the best they've done since 2012. Go Cincinnati.
Go Reds.
A couple of records coming up. You're not going to believe it. Push-ups.
You better believe it.
And actually a world record in costuming.
Oh, is that right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. I'm very pleased.
It's a good one, he says.
Yes, and we have some sad news we're going to have to get to.
Yeah.
You're right. That
We'll get to it. And then we have the guy trying to develop the freeze ray, which is so cool. Freeze. Who wouldn't want to have one of those, huh? Be so handy. Handy in the kitchen.
What would you use it for?
A freeze ray?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything
To
that
make
I would
ice real quick? I don't
freeze. Why don't they have a freeze equivalent to the microwave?
Yeah, I've always wondered, why isn't there a thing you can put like
Exactly.
a Coke in, like a microwave, you hit the button, and 30 seconds later it comes out ice cold.
They have that for wine. They have wine chillers like that.
How nice.
Yes,
how would you know that?
Because I'm an alcoholic.
But Listen, but primarily wine, though, so you're okay. As Pat Godwin says in the great song, switch to beer, you'll be okay. Maybe we can get that out of Pat. Sure. By the way, Pat's got a show coming up down the road, Cedar Rapids. It's Mr. Oskey and Mr. Godwin at the Olympic Theater, Saturday, September 30th.
Oh, no. It went so well this past weekend, they thought, let's do it again.
Yeah. You guys going to drive together again?
Yeah, we had a blast.
Hold hands.
It's called the What Could Go Wrong Tour.
Someone's coming home in a body bag tour.
Okay. That's all coming up, as well as great comedians, Reno Collier and Mark Norman coming up today. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Listeners, are you looking for a shortcut to better auto insurance for you? Something that takes all the research off your plate, something that's easy, something that matches you with lower rates, something genius. That's where NerdWallet comes in. These nerds have already done the work for you. Just answer a few questions and ta-da, you'll be matched with top insurance providers in your area. Find the right rate for you today at nerdwallet.com. After all, using NerdWallet is more than just smart, it's genius. Not all applicants will qualify for the lowest monthly payments. NerdWallet Insurance Services, Inc. CA resident license number OK92033.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video, March 27th.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold walking around.
I'm busy
arguing with his father.
I'm just chilling out right now.
Josh Arnold.
What just occurred during the commercial break was funnier than anything we've ever done. It was just all of us being difficult and jerks, accusing one another of not knowing who other people are,
not knowing how to run an app.
It was
use a phone.
A total mess.
This is why we don't get invited places.
Yeah, nobody wanted to be around.
Nobody wants to.
I would say it's a shame that you all didn't get to hear it, but you would have lost your minds with anger and frustration.
We're sending someone on a coffee run.
Yes.
And we're attempting to use an app.
Tom is consumed by it.
Uh-huh.
Christy wanted a green tea, and my dad said everything in the world besides green tea.
Well, at one point, Christy said, forget it, get me nothing.
It's not worth it. It's just iced tea.
No, but there's one on here. It's like the Maripopa app or something. The Maripopa cream tea.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I just wanted an iced green tea.
Okay,
that's it.
That's fine.
Maripopa, that county in Arizona. That's all.
Is that what it is?
That's Maricopa.
Oh, that's a hot tea, especially now.
You hear about them every 4 years.
Yeah.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey, that's Tom Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. Here we go.
Okay, sorry. Coming up, one of my favorites, comedian Mark Norman will be our guest.
You don't know who he is.
And
we got to tell you who he was.
I see Josh and I have a $1,000 bet.
We don't.
He's pussing out on. Also coming up, another one of my favorite human beings, Reno Collier will be our guest. We haven't talked to Reno in a few weeks. Reno is working on this one-man show.
Welcome respite.
We'll find out what that's all about. In the news coming up, we have gravity in the news.
We're going to do sports, aren't we?
Yes.
At any, can't you be in the moment?
Yeah,
what are we doing now?
We can't talk about theories. We're talking about sports.
Looking ahead.
It's I'm promoting what's coming up.
Perhaps if you paid more attention to what we're doing now, that would be compelling enough.
You don't want to hear why gravity, the concept that is gravity, is in the news?
It's slowly going away. Did you guys know that?
I hope so.
You talk about gravity like you were Isaac Newton's apprentice, and everybody's forgetting about it.
You know, when Ike and I were under the tree.
You understand if there wasn't gravity, this would be a far different world.
Of course it would.
Is that right?
I'm just saying.
A lighter world. Yes.
Are you saying that's the most important property, if you will?
No, there's many important ones, but gravity's a big one. When people talk
oxygen,
about
air, I think that's property.
I say friction.
Friction?
You got to have friction. Well, think we didn't have friction. You'd slide off into the woods.
Yep.
If we didn't have gravity, You'd fly up over the woods.
Yes.
Right. How cool would that be?
That would be fun.
If you didn't have gravity, basketball would be super hard because you'd be kind of floating all over the place. You couldn't
Real
really
hard to
throw the
defend.
ball. It'd be really
It'd be like Quidditch. You're flying around.
It's like Quidditch.
Gravity. Oh, mock all you want. Gravity in the news.
It's so funny that you go to either a 9-year-old or a 60-year-old in like seconds. Like those are the only two genres that you know.
I think he's afraid of the middle. I think he's afraid of like
afraid of the
20
middle.
to 50.
Yeah.
So he likes to go young, and that's where
really
he lives.
young or really
young children
senior.
who eat at the same restaurant as people that are 75 years old every night.
Because they can get Jell-O. Everyone can get Jell-O.
Yeah, he loves Jell-O.
Jell-O and
I love the cafeteria. I love taking my little girls there.
But you don't like to eat Jell-O.
No, I buy them Jell-O. They never eat it.
They don't?
No, they take one cube and they put it in
It's
their
the
mouth.
color.
It's the beautiful color.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that to other foods.
That hasn't really worked.
Yeah, I know. Remember that green ketchup? That didn't work. Yeah, we got acclimated to a certain thing.
I loved that stuff.
Did you really?
Green ketchup and made your food look like a crime scene. It was the best. Mix green ketchup with some regular yellow mustard.
Well, coming up, once again, the concept of gravity in the news.
All right.
Very important.
Gravity always wins.
All right.
It beat this guy.
Yep.
But in the meantime, we turned that way with Chick McGee.
Stupid world record. A Romanian man has broken the Guinness World Record for the most push-ups in 1 hour.
Oh, we just had one of these.
I thought we just had
similar
this
one.
week.
This guy broke it?
Just a couple weeks ago, we had the record.
Mr. Pop Laurentiu achieved the record after completing 3,378 push-ups in 60 minutes.
You know, in some places, that man's known as Soda.
Is he? Oh.
His name is very regional.
His name is Pop.
That's right, yeah.
I see.
How about sack or bag, or did you ever hear poke?
I have heard poke, but not where I grew up.
Yeah.
But yes.
My dad used poke.
Poke?
Yeah.
He referred to his father as Poke?
No, a bag. Because sometimes people say sack.
A sack or a bag
that's
or
very
a poke.
regional.
Sure.
Yeah.
Put that in your poke.
Some will say bag, some will say poke.
Is it
I always say bag.
P-O-L-K?
No, that's polk. That's pronounced differently.
It's pronounced
P-O-K-E.
Poke.
Oh, like a pokeball?
Like a pig in a poke?
Yeah, that's like a
It's not
pokeball.
I can't talk to you.
So this guy does 3,000 push-ups.
3,378 push-ups in 60 minutes.
That's
Right.
crazy.
Do they have a steroid rule at Guinness?
I would hope.
Maybe not.
I don't think they do.
You don't think so?
I think these guys are all roided out.
I don't know about that.
Except for back acne and small testicles.
David Rush should get on steroids, really edge out the competition.
So you know he's clean. You know David's going to be clean.
Well, sure, he doesn't do anything that requires steroids
Or strength.
Sure, he would be.
But I'm not
if he took
convinced-
steroids, he could like juggle things 80 feet in the air.
I don't know that sound.
I'll have to get David on the
That's
phone
the
and ask
way
him.
you think steroids work.
Sure. What does Ralph Harris, our good friend, say about baseball and steroids?
It actually increases. I don't know, Tom.
He says, I want to see a guy hit a ball out of the park all the way to my house. Come
Back
on.
to my house.
Fun.
His successful attempt beats the previous record of 3,249 set earlier this month by a Daniel Scally of Australia, averaging over 56 push-ups per minute.
How many?
56 push-ups per minute.
I didn't hear him. I'm sorry. Wow.
Didn't hear him or weren't listening?
No, I didn't hear him.
Wasn't listening.
I was.
From a lack of listening?
He said it loud.
Lack of listening.
He said it loud and
Really
slow.
loud.
How many
I heard
push-ups could you
loud
do
and
in a
slow.
minute?
A minute?
Yeah.
One, maybe?
Now, what he said there was one maybe.
One.
Thank you, Josh.
You're on my last nerve, Josh.
All right,
Pop's
now-
achievement, it says here, is the culmination of 7 years of hard work. 7 years of hard work.
I bet.
He trained consistently for 5 days per week, Christy,
Nice.
improving his physique and technique after unsuccessful record attempt. Are you snoring?
No, I think that was Willie laughing.
I was laughing.
Yeah,
Snorting?
with his throat.
I was kind of, yeah.
I'm getting pretty close if this story keeps going on.
Yeah, I don't know how it got here.
Man, I bet the other guy, the Australian's got to be like, damn it, I just beat this.
I just beat that.
Yeah.
Now
To
he's
do
going
this
to have
again?
to go. You know he's going to have to
I have
go
to
back.
beat Pop in Romania.
His arms are still sore right now.
Oh, for sure.
His shoulders are dying.
Well,
and here's one that could end. This could be the final world record ever.
Hey, Pat, when you were on a football team, or
Yes, sir.
Chick, or Willie,
Yeah.
did you guys ever do that thing where you do a push-up and a hot cheerleader's sitting on your back while you do it?
No.
No.
I
It's
always
all
thought-
business.
I think I saw that once in like Revenge of the Nerds, and I
I
thought
was
it
gonna
was
say.
one of the coolest things ever.
I don't think they do that anymore.
What, did you go to Swingers High School?
High school.
No, I did it. I just did it with my buddy Eric because he was big and strong.
Did it with the
and I was
coach
kinda
on my
big.
ass.
Yeah, better on than in.
I went to Porky's High.
We used to shower with the coaching staff. I know that.
I
All
bet-
the players. Yeah.
Hey, McGee,
It was hot. It was very, very hot.
you need help?
You can't block like a horse, but at least you're hung like one.
More sports coming up.
Can I get a grip on that?
There.
Coach, please.
You may be a quarterback on the field, but in here you're a center.
Do they still do group showers in the high schools?
They did when I was there.
Yeah, when I was
They
there
did?
too. They
Yeah,
did.
I doubt if the coaches are in
It
there.
wasn't
Well,
mandatory.
no, but I mean, I going from a parochial school to public school, and that it was like the first thing that you had to do. It's like gym class and go to a big shower. I'm like, what the heck?
For a
is
while there,
this?
I had gym first hour.
Oh, that's
And,
the best.
So did I.
So you were done,
Swimming.
yeah.
So you were stinking all day, or did you take a shower?
I took a shower, yeah, but we all there was sort of like an unspoken thing. Not a lot of nudity
Really?
because
You showered with your shorts
like
on?
with like swim trunks on
What?
and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
but not every gym class. When we they only really said, "Hey, shower after swimming," so that's why we all just kept our suits on.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Swimming's like the one thing that I feel like you wouldn't need to shower after.
That was kind of my
And they
thinking, too.
provided the suits. Did yours?
No, in
Yeah.
fact they didn't provide any gym clothes. We had to bring our own gym clothes.
Oh no, we had
That's
gym
just,
clothes given to us and bathing
that's
suits.
Scabies waiting to
Now,
happen.
did you have to clean the cameras in the shower, or did the staff do that?
We had
would steam
a
up, yeah.
Here we go.
whoever lost dodgeball that day. So the answer is yes. I had to do it quite often.
Coming up, a really dumb world record.
When you played dodgeball, did you have this guy? There's always one guy in the high school. You can hear the ball coming before you see it. It's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that
He's
guy.
throwing it.
Our gym
so
teacher played with
hard.
us though in grade school. He would hit us hard.
Well, he's a masochist. What the hell?
And that guy was always also the tetherball champion.
Yeah.
Nobody could beat him. Coming up, we have There's a Bear in the Hot Tub. We have Gravity in the News.
And another world record.
And sad stuff in the world of entertainment. We'll be getting to that coming up in just a few minutes. On a happier note, we got a guy successfully. They got rid of this thing that was stuck in a certain orifice. We'll find out about that coming up. Right now, I hope you're listening to the show on those great Raycon earbuds.
Raycon earbuds.
I have moved on. I've moved up in the world. I have my Raycon earbuds. They're great when I go take the dogs for a walk. I can listen to whatever you want to listen to. Great music or a great podcast or whatever. Thank you, Raycon. Tell me more, Chick.
And this summer, you can take premium audio wherever you go with Raycon earbuds. The everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. Noise isolation, maybe in awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed or tune into your surroundings when you need to. You can listen while you travel or during a grueling workout with optimized gel tips. Maybe you're trying to set a world record for push-ups. These earbuds are comfortable enough to wear all day. And remember, Raycons will not budge. And you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, seamless Bluetooth syncing, and Raycons start about half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's everyday earbuds also have over 56,000 5-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. One more time. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I love those Raycon earbuds. Thank you very much. Also, coming up, we have There's a Bear in the Hot Tub. Seriously. And is your sex robot going to kill you? Well, there's a theory out there. We're going to find out about it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee is at the news desk.
Hi.
Are you hearing me?
Oh, boy. This is good.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Again?
No, when I was
So
trying
what's your coffee?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened?
I don't know what button I hit, but it's got 6 pumps of brown sugar.
What?
That is
Wow.
That sounds like
I
something
didn't-
Godwin would have ordered.
I have no idea how that
I
happened.
didn't even know you could get brown
I thought that was
sugar.
intentional.
No.
And I thought you were going, that's why you love your iced coffee so much.
I was wondering how come it tastes so good.
Yeah.
Just like a good
pumps.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar?
Wow. I don't know how this. I was trying to use the app. I'm not very good
Does
at
it
it.
taste good?
How come
Give that a
you
sip.
Tastes so good.
See if we have to immediately cut off your left foot.
Well, it is sweet.
Have you just abandoned your whole heart diet? Because I see you got this. You're putting salt. You're putting no salt. You're not supposed to use either of those.
No, this is a mistake. I hit the wrong. I've never had this.
See, but he's not drinking it because it's a mistake. And he might be drinking it, but it's a mistake.
I made an error. Sorry. We have to explain that our normal person who does the coffee runs isn't here. So I had to step in and clearly.
He's visiting his son in a different state.
Am I the only selfless person here? Not married, no kids. I'm free to come in whenever I need.
Are you really free?
Josh, thank you for your sacrifices.
Hey,
man.
You're very
Josh, isn't freedom just another word for nothing left to lose, huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And if I could remember the next lyric,
ain't nothing if it ain't free. I think it kind of repeats itself. Thank you, Chris Christopherson. Sad news from the world of entertainment. Paul Rubens.
Yes.
Inventor of the sandwich?
No, he's Pee Wee Herman. Or was. Rubens died Sunday night after a 6-year struggle with cancer, a struggle he kept private. He was 70 years old. Rubens said in a statement with the announcement of his death, quote, "Please accept my apology for not going public with what I've been facing the last 6 years. I've always felt a huge amount of love and respect from my friends, fans, and supporters. I've loved you all so much and enjoyed making art for you."
I loved Paul Rubens.
I do the big shoe dance.
If you haven't seen him in Blow, the Johnny Depp movie, you need to go back and watch that. He
was a terrific actor.
Yeah, it was right. But Pee Wee was just the greatest.
That first HBO special. Wow.
Hysterical.
Yeah, I hope he pops out of the casket and shouts, "Made you look."
I hope
what?
He rests in peace.
I don't want to.
Maybe he'll. Well, remember how the furniture all talked?
Sure.
Well, yeah, but
So maybe he'll have like
the casket could talk?
Cassie the casket.
Hi.
What?
Disrespect?
No, it's a disrespect. That's what he'd want. He'd probably want some giant Rube Goldberg device delivering the casket into the hole.
Danny Elfman playing the music.
Yeah.
You think his nickname was Rube? What's up, Rube?
Ruby.
Did you just call a grave a hole?
Yes.
Yeah, you know,
I did.
Sorry. I'm just saying. Are they going to be selling all that cool stuff, like the talking chair? And wouldn't you want to have that?
Cherry? First off, her name is Cherry.
The body isn't even cold yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I don't think Cherry speaks without a person in it.
You thought that chair really talked, didn't you?
Could be kind of a sad estate sale, all the talking.
Screeny, remember Screeny? He would jump into our Magic Screen. He would jump into Magic Screen, and I watched all those, man. I loved him.
Sad news.
I watched his first Letterman last night. Boy, was that funny.
He was great. He was on Letterman as Pee-wee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like doing stand-up and throwing stuff in the crowd. It was amazing.
As Pee-wee?
Yeah.
He did a whole bunch of that. Was his
very first one.
He did a whole bunch of shows with Letterman. Great stuff.
So good.
So sad to see him go. Now, we have, on a much lighter note.
Are you done over there, chick? No.
Stupid world record. A Lebanese singer has broken the Guinness.
Her sexuality has nothing to do with it.
Lebanese.
Nationality.
Yeah. That means she likes girls. Am I the only woke one here?
Woke. I love woke, Josh.
Well, they have broken the Guinness World Record.
All right.
For the longest cape.
Longest cape?
Okay. What do they do with this thing?
See, because you'd think that'd be like a superhero somewhere.
Right.
Cape Man.
Cape Man, because they're barely super.
He trips people.
You really went to the writer's room with Cape Man, didn't you?
Doctor Strange's cape flies around and can almost another character.
Has a real personality, doesn't
I
it?
believe
really
it's actually a cloak, which is slightly different from.
What is the difference between a cloak and a cape?
A collar, I believe.
That's the difference.
I'm not
Not
certain.
bad.
Hey,
I'm not
that is
certain,
good.
but I'll
That's a good guess.
Chick, you could pull off a cape.
The performer spells their name Najwa.
Najwa, I'm guessing.
Whatever.
She's super famous.
One of the most beloved female singers of the Pan-Arab region.
Let's not be stupid.
She's sold millions of albums.
Millions of albums.
Very famous.
Yeah, but over
Very,
there.
very famous.
Doesn't matter unless she's
Very
popular in America.
I'm sure there's probably.
Ask Robbie Williams.
This is kind of true.
Probably certain places where. A good point.
Yeah, that is a great
Ask,
point well taken.
Cliff Richard.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to ask Cliff.
All right. To celebrate the launch of her new album entitled Charisma, Karizma.
That's unfortunate, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She put on a cape measuring 182.7 feet long.
Wow.
Now,
long cape.
Let's face it, isn't that basically just cleaning the floor at this point?
So she enters a room, and then
so it's
a half
2/3 of
hour
a
later,
football field.
Her cape enters the room.
Wow.
What would Cape Man's superpower be?
Well, the cape would have to have properties and probably bulletproof.
His nemesis would be the escalator,
the
elevator.
Puddles.
It's such a funny running joke in the movie The Incredibles that all the guys with capes get sucked away and die in the planes and everything. Have you guys not seen The Incredibles?
I have. I just didn't remember that bit.
It's a very funny bit in a Pixar movie. Maybe talking about it on a radio show isn't that funny.
I don't find it funny, especially here.
We've talked about who can get away with wearing a cape.
Yeah, I think Chick can.
In contemporary culture, Chick, that would be a great affectation for you.
I'm not wearing a cape.
Oh, that'd be perfect for you.
I might.
And then you never say anything about it. You just walk into a cocktail party wearing a cape.
I don't want you to get your hopes up, but I think I might start carrying a cane. I haven't decided.
Oh, that's great. Were you with me when we met Wolfman Jack?
No.
And he had the cape on?
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, Wolfman Jack wore one of those sort of cowboy hats that's kind of flat.
He was at a buffet, right?
Yeah, he was at a buffet. I met him a couple times. He was at a buffet.
Hey, how you doing?
Chain smoking Lucky Strikes.
Have you tried these sugar biscuits? He brought out more crab legs.
Toward the end, the Wolfman he pulled a Brando.
Yeah,
got very big.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there, Wolfman. It's good to see you.
He's saying that to a Sunday.
Hello there.
He starts melting. Where you going?
Were you with us in that thing where Wolfman was there? Bob and I were at this big event radio thing, and Wolfman.
We weren't invited.
Wearing a black cape.
I would have loved to have met him.
Who else can wear? Someone else wears one, right?
Orson Welles.
Dracula.
He was buried in a black
My
cape.
dad.
Right?
Your dad wore a cape?
At times.
Are you
You're
serious?
serious?
No.
He wore one to a wedding once, and
See, he wore one to a wedding.
I'll never forget it.
My grandma had a cape because she wanted one for going to the movies. She would often get very cold. in the theater.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Your grandmother was really high maintenance, wasn't she?
I think so.
Yeah.
Didn't Evel Knievel have one on his outfit?
Oh, yes, he did.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a walking stick.
Yeah.
Right there, bang, cane.
You're going to get one, huh?
Is there anybody right now that would wear a cape? And
Probably.
Like Machine Gun Kelly or one of those weirdos. You know, they're always getting into crazy stuff.
Yeah, they could pull it off.
Who wears a cape?
Harry Styles?
That isn't a superhero. Now, your grandmother, did she pass away before your grandfather?
No. Mm-mm.
Really?
Now, but my one grandmother did, yeah.
Okay.
But this was my this was
Were they
my
the ones
mom's
at the
mom.
nursing home?
This was my mom's mom. No, she lived. My mom's mom lived in her house until she died.
The one with the cape?
Yeah.
I see. I see. The reason I'm asking is because there's the famous story about the funeral at the nursing home, which I've always loved of yours.
Oh, yeah.
We're forgetting the obvious. Elvis was a big cape wearer.
Oh.
For all his cape wearing, I never actually I can't say I saw him in a cape.
Really?
In any of the...
In the live concert films, he's wearing a cape.
Bela Lugosi.
Was
James Brown?
Was James Brown a cloak or a cape or a robe?
He wore like a cape.
That might have been.
When
They would cover it.
they would bring it out. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
they would
cover
usher him
him.
off stage because he was so exhausted.
But
He sounded like Wolfman a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
in any event, this lady where is she from?
Nobody cares.
Lebanon. She has the world's record for the world's longest cape. You see her entrance? Sadly, she came through a revolving door and was strangled to death.
Who did that? Isadora Duncan? One of them
Yeah.
got stuck in a wheel, right?
Yeah.
With her
Scarf.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You know what she said?
I bet she did.
What else is happening in sports?
That's it, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we have...
This is what you farted for.
Is there a sports addendum?
Yeah, we have this. I wanted to play this. I forgot to play it yesterday.
Oh, bad stereo.
Is that is this the 1910 Fruit Gum Company or
I think
something?
it is, yeah. I remember that being a lot better.
Me too.
That's because you were probably 10 years old.
Sounds a
at the
little
time.
tinny.
Maybe.
Yeah.
My palate wasn't refined.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What's going on over there, Christy?
A researcher believes he has figured out, we're going to get to this story, so Tom will stop talking about it, how to make a so-called freeze ray. Professor.
Come on. Wouldn't you want to have that?
For what purpose?
It's like a flashlight. It's sort of like a pistol. You walk up to somebody, all of a sudden they're just frozen.
Of all the rays you could choose, freeze would be way down the
Yeah.
list.
The superhero freeze guide never got a lot of
What would
attention.
you go with first?
Like a disappearing ray.
Time Ray, the
Yeah.
actor Ray Romano.
A levitating
I
ray.
appreciate
that.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you very much.
Nicely done.
Professor Patrick Hopkins at the University of Virginia
I know, Ma.
aims to create an on-demand surface cooling device for electronics inside
think-
spacecraft and
I-
high-altitude jets
I
using
think I might be
plasma.
Ray's brother.
You got famous Rays, Ray Manzarek of the Doors.
Yeah, on the top of everyone's mind.
That Stingray
Playing
that
the
killed the
bass with his
crocodile
left hand.
hunter.
Yeah.
Ray Davies of the Kinks.
Sure. Yeah.
Ray
Two
Bradbury.
jackasses right off the bat. Wow.
You don't like Ray Davies of the Kinks? You don't like the Kinks?
Ray Parker Jr.
I didn't say I didn't like the Kinks. I don't
Is that
like
the
Ray.
Ghostbuster?
Mm-hmm. Well, the singer of.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ray's.
Plasma can reach temperatures as hot as the surface of the sun, but when it strikes a surface, it actually chills before heating. What? Plasma can reach temperatures as hot as... okay. During their experiments, Hopkins and his colleagues were able to reduce the temperature by several degrees and for a few microseconds. So they are now working with different gases to try and get a reaction that can be colder and last longer.
You know how I know?
So we're
I'm-
doing a story about a ray that worked for a few microseconds.
This is how
This is how I know
things start, Christy.
I'm from the Midwest. When she was saying that it hits a surface and it's cold, you make it really cool. A cooler out of that.
What are you going to put in the cooler? Like beer?
Beers or whatever you need.
Yeah,
Whatever you need to check into a hotel. That's what I put in the cooler.
And again, Chick and I are on the same page here. Why isn't there a thing like a microwave oven where you can put a Coke or a beer in there, press a button, and it's
There
chilled?
is, you guys.
In 10 seconds.
I don't know if it's 10 seconds, but
Well, then fix it.
Make it
Fix
faster.
it. Make it 10.
Make it faster. You want to make $1 million?
I'm going to
or
buy
not?
you all one for right now. You're going to get your beverage.
You don't think a
chiller?
freeze ray would be super cool? It's a hot summer day. The kid's ice cream cone starts melting. Oh, there we go. Take another lick there.
Oh, there we go.
There you
sorry.
go.
Sorry, I froze your hand.
Here you go. The rapid beverage and wine chiller, Tom. It's right there.
I don't need one.
All right.
Thank you, though.
How does
Now,
it work?
correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like she said that's not.
I am. Chills, cans, juices, bottles, and everything from 77 degrees to 43 degrees in minutes.
Minutes. No.
1
10
at a
seconds.
time, or can you do a whole case?
10 seconds.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm done with you people.
Yeah. Well, I know, Chrissy, since you're usually at home drinking alone, it doesn't matter that you can't get a whole case cool.
I drink red. I don't need it chilled.
Anything to get the booze.
Sophisticated.
Anything to get the booze in you.
That's right.
I mean, Arizona could use one of those freeze rays right now.
Yes, it's very hot.
Really hot.
Oh, I know. I forgot.
What is it?
Josh is a denier.
I'm not a denier that it's hot. I'm just I've looked at the records. It's been hot.
Yeah.
Sure it was when the
desert.
dinosaurs died off.
If you're trying to prove that global warming exists because it's hot in Arizona
On August 1st.
you got a few more things to prove.
It's always been hot.
Let's focus on getting this freeze ray up and running so they can incorporate it into a microwave box so we can make things faster, colder, faster.
Is there a supervillain or a superhero that has freeze rays power?
Mr.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Batman.
Oh,
Arnold Schwarzenegger
I didn't see
was
that
in
one.
the movies. Right. Wasn't that the
I
Clooney?
didn't. I stopped going to the Batman movies after Nicholson left.
After Nicholson left.
Well, they got good after that.
I doubt it.
You said
Yeah,
it like
they did.
there's a Batman building somewhere, and Jack Nicholson goes, "Fellas, I can't do this. I'm out."
Willie, will you do
Tom
me a
stood up and said,
favor?
I'm with you, Jack.
Will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you get the girls, Finley and Hart, and start watching all the superhero movies, and they love them, so that Dad over here will start having to watch all the superhero movies too?
Stop it.
The thing is, I've got a grenade.
What was that turd that I had to watch this summer?
I don't know. What was it?
Mario, or what's the
Keep talking.
Mario
I'm
Brothers?
gonna get Hard a Cat. I'm gonna ruin your life.
What is the 3-hour one that's a cartoon? Oh, Spider-Man. Oh my God. They should make that movie illegal. It's so bad. Okay, well, wow.
Brought joy to so many.
Did
Did it get great reviews?
the girls
Yep.
like it? Oh, my kids loved it.
It's a commercial and critical success.
Never been a better movie made, they say.
Unbelievably overrated. What it says about our culture is sad.
If he knew the implications of that statement.
Yes.
Gosh, he doesn't. Yeah.
You old jerk.
Did you fall asleep? Yes or no? Be truthful. Did you fall asleep during Spider-Man?
I started doing emails. Going through some.
Oh, you're during the movie?
You got your light on your phone.
So you became that guy.
What a
Sorry.
jerk.
It's so stupid.
You can't do that in a theater.
Well, no one could see me. I was
No one could see me.
I was in the back.
Not in the dark.
Coming up,
theater.
we have Gravity in the news, at least for one guy. I'm a big fan of Gravity, but it depends where you are. When your fandom can exit very quickly. When we come back, we'll explain what that means. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
A lot of hostility today.
Shut up!
Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. Shut up. There's Willie Griswold.
And a shout out to you, my friend.
You can say hi.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
I'm hanging out. I'm just chilling.
How about that Godwin, huh?
Godwin's doing pretty good. My dad is legitimately going crazy. I'm honestly a little bit concerned. But yeah, we're going to make it through today. We're having
You should
fun.
have heard him during the commercials trying to explain to all of us how someone else must have ordered the drink.
No, I was trying. I hit the wrong button 6 times, obviously. This is undrinkable.
Josh, earlier when we ordered coffee, was there ever a moment where you thought, hey, I actually might want a cup of Joe this morning? I might want to throw my hat in the ring, but this is just madness, so I'm going to sit back?
There wasn't, but I know Christy had that.
I did that. I finally said, I don't need anything. I'm fine.
Why you mistakenly
But
ordered?
you didn't say it like that.
Willie, you should see what your dad drinks when you're not here.
I don't want anything.
I don't want anything.
I'm fine.
I ordered an iced latte with 6 pumps of brown sugar syrup, not intentionally.
I'd give anything to have that be the number one drink of the day at Starbucks.
Yes.
They're like, what the heck happened?
Why don't they keep track of that?
When you drink that after heart surgery, does that feel like when I was a kid at 17, like sneaking out behind the air conditioner to smoke a cigarette?
You get that buzz?
Yes. Is that your version of that?
See, the way your dad explained it to me was he had the heart surgery, and now it's a clean slate. He can do whatever he wants.
It's a start
not
over.
the case?
Yeah, it's a redo.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mulligan.
And the heart of a 17-year-old.
Yeah, that's right.
He was eating a raw bratwurst when he told me that.
His doctor said, let's talk about this over a cigarette.
Smoke a cigar.
I was
Did you
mad.
guys-
My doctor knocked over my salt lick. What a dick.
Back in the, did any of you have a doctor when you went in their office?
Yes,
They were smoking?
absolutely.
Swear to God.
I didn't. Did
It
you?
was
Jack?
weird. In this state, my pediatrician had a smoking section. It was nuts.
Oh.
Smoking.
It's a little bit of fun. It's an honest single.
Did anybody else go to their pediatrician until they were like 18? I
Yes.
did.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Dr. Brownlee. Yeah.
That explains a lot.
That explains a lot.
Well, you're treated like a child till you're 18.
I had 2 doctors my whole life.
Consequently, you act like a child now. Same thing.
So you're getting
Wah, I'm not a child.
You know something? I have a really
Hang on
good
a
joke
second.
we're not going to do.
I had about 7, and I went, well,
I had under 18.
it's not often I censor myself.
Time to go.
Under 18.
Time to go to the news desk with Chris. This is the worst coffee I've ever had in my life. I'm gonna have to do a
You
road trip.
have to shut up. About
You know, I can make you a cup of coffee.
There's
in the
like
other
20
room.
brands of coffee in there.
I know.
Two
we
machines.
have 2 machines.
You
We
don't
can do it.
understand. Coffee is out there, not in here.
Fine. We'll move forward.
A
Chrissy,
French
what have you
dude known for his daredevil stunts is believed to have fallen to his death from a high-rise residential building in Hong Kong.
Whoops.
Oh, man.
A 30-year-old man's body was found on a patio in the city's upscale mid-levels area.
got? Hey, you want to go out and have the patio and have a drink? Oh, look, there's a flat French guy out there.
Local media reported the man was daredevil Remy Lucidi,
Yes,
who
I'm
used the name Remy Enigma on social media.
Wow.
The South China Morning Post cited an unnamed source saying he was last seen alive by a maid knocking. No, a maid saw him knocking on a penthouse window on the 68th floor of a residential tower, trying to get back in. Yes, but he fell.
Excusez-moi.
Are you the guy from DoorDash? Last time I didn't get both my orders of fries. Can you imagine you're in some high
Penthouse.
rise and there's a guy beating on your window?
Wouldn't you help him before
did
help
not.
could arrive? He
How do
fell.
you help him?
I did not order 6 pumps of brown sugar.
Exactly.
You don't think those windows open?
Probably not. That's the genius of contemporary architecture.
Genius?
I'm kidding. Lock people in a big glass
Yeah,
box and
no
call it
joke.
art.
Well, it's because of jumpers. There's a reason that hotels
Yeah,
don't
but what
let you
about a
open
fire?
the
Or what if you
hotels,
need
yeah.
air to get in your house?
Fresh
Sometimes
air.
you just want fresh air.
Fresh air is illegal. It's like breastfeeding. Josh.
Jumpers have ruined that for everyone.
Yes.
You know what they call it when you jump out of a window?
What?
Defenestration.
They do?
Seriously.
Seriously?
Yeah, right, Josh?
That's right. Yeah, you can defenestrate yourself. You can
I
also
thought it was
defenestrate a thing. If you throw it,
Fenestrate is adding a window or taking a
fenestration
window
is the
away.
window. Yeah, the
Well, this guy fell 720 feet, apparently.
Oh, that'll do it.
Here's the best line of the
Socle
story.
splat.
A best line of the story. Cause of death have to be verified by an autopsy. I can tell you. The ground.
So what do you think killed her, Doc? Who killed him, Doc?
Gravity.
Not the fall, but the ground.
Lucidi often posts to Instagram as he climbed and took selfies atop various tall structures around the world. So, as they always say in these instances, he died doing what he loved.
Screaming at the top of his lungs.
Screaming and defecating.
I should have started a cooking channel.
Boy.
Yikes.
So he had a rendezvous with the ground.
Yeah.
You're really on this French thing about this.
Well,
I love these daredevil. I love this stuff.
I know you do. But this is what happens when it goes wrong. It's sad.
Yeah. Not really sad. This is what he asked for.
Well, he didn't ask, but he wanted it to go right.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
I mean, if he didn't ask, boy, I hope I land on the ground.
I mean, if the guy had just gone around the perimeter of the building on the first floor,
So what?
Yeah, no one would care.
Right.
It's the guy when you start climbing up, they go, "Uh-oh, now it's serious."
Yeah.
Chick, what do you think the last thing to go through this guy's head was?
His anus.
I think it's 9th Street, right, or something like that.
No,
there are about 4 punchlines.
No, that's the Donny Hathaway joke.
Yeah.
Last thing to go through his head, 59th Street, I believe was it the Essex
An
Hotel
American
that he defenestrated
treasure,
from?
Donny Hathaway.
Okay, sorry.
Oh boy!
Did he
My
commit
favorite Christmas
suicide?
song. My favorite Christmas song.
Well, you're wrong.
So anyway,
Did he jump out of a hotel?
Sadly. What's the name of the sport where you jump around buildings?
Football.
Jump around.
Parkour.
Oh, parkour.
Parkour. Yes.
Parkorps.
Oh,
if you don't.
He made us be a part of that.
Yeah. Thought it was a conversation.
We should go back to the French stuff.
I was happy he was asking me a question.
You thought you were going to have a conversation, didn't you?
Boy, that parkour is cool.
Is it?
I love watching that stuff. I watch 2 hours a day.
And if I don't get 2 hours, I feel like I miss something.
I really do. Yeah.
Just at home with a screaming cold pop.
Oh yeah, go.
Now, seriously, Josh, and I'm not trying to be mean in any way at all.
You don't often have
Here we
to
go.
try.
Here we go.
No,
Buckle up.
Look, he's already mean. He's laughing.
Now, parkour is
you could be good-
where you leap from building to building and jump upstairs. And
Right.
It's very physically active.
No, if you could be good at any sport, which one would it be? I'm just asking.
Oh, hockey. I'd want to be
Really?
Yeah, I'd want to be a great hocky player. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Christy Lee?
Oh, boy.
I hate America.
Well,
I just like Canada better.
I wanted to be a gymnast really badly.
But I mean, now that you're an adult looking back, if
No,
there was a
Oh.
sport you
No,
could
no,
be
we're
really-
talking sports.
Oh, golf, probably.
Really?
Yeah, because you can play golf the rest of your life, and if you're really good at it,
Yeah, but
it's-
you're three morons. You got to talk to them all day.
well, you pick your foursome. You don't just show up and take a chance.
Still,
If you
odds
were a
are-
professional golfer, who do you think your wife would be?
Josh. That's not funny, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
We can't say that,
I've been carrying this dick mantle for the last 15 minutes. Thank you so much for taking it off my shoulders. Really?
It's King, idiot.
I would love that. That would have been a great sport to be really good at.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Willie, if you could have been a great athlete?
Basketball.
Yeah, really. Okay, that's a really good one. I agree with that. Chicky? Would it
I
have
don't
been
know.
football?
I used to say football, but I like my brain, so I don't know.
I mean, obviously, we're living in fantasy land here. Ace, if you could have been a great athlete, what sport?
I was great at tennis. Baseball.
Okay, I would
What
have
about
expected
you? Swimming?
Looking from your point of view, Christy, probably tennis, a sport you can play your whole life.
Willie, if you could play basketball, who do you think your 4 baby mamas would be?
If I could play, I think that's already kind of in my lineage, Josh. I don't think I need to play basketball to make that happen.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Willie's 30 and he doesn't even have one yet.
Hey, you didn't start till you were 38, right?
Is that true? Yes, but I made up for lost time.
Yeah. Yes.
Boy, did you?
That is pretty amazing when you didn't have your first kid till you were 38.
I
and
didn't
you've got
either.
7.
Wow. Now, Pat, if you could have been, I mean, you were a good athlete in high school.
I was obsessed with football. Yeah, just loved
But I
it.
mean, looking back as an adult, if you could be great at one sport, what would it be?
Football was my thing. I just adored it.
Okay.
Obsessed.
And I'm not talking about making money or anything. It's just if you could be really great at one sport, it would have been football for you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, good to know.
What about
Good
you,
to know.
Tommy?
I think tennis.
Oh.
Because, like Christy says, you could keep playing
You can
it.
play it forever.
Now it's, of course, all pickleball.
Yeah. And you could play Canadian triples against your 3 baby mamas.
Canadian triples.
You are doubling down on that.
Nobody else has gone out there with you. This is between you and him.
That's right.
Willie, you're making us all very nervous.
Did you have a therapy session this week?
Ace, did you ask Ace the
Yeah,
question?
Ace said baseball, which surprises
That's
me.
awesome.
You can play into your 40s and still make millions of dollars.
No, it's not about the money, though. No, when we come back, we'll try to fix this
It's
conversation.
always about the money.
Fix
with
it.
Ace.
Yeah, he didn't like
He
some
didn't
answers.
like our answer.
Well,
he
I'm
didn't
sorry.
get to fix what?
And he also barely answered.
I have often been told I keep asking asking the question, I get the answer I want, or we stop. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai-iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
Josh Arnold is here.
What of it?
Whoa.
Feeling
There's
froggy?
Ace
Oh.
Cosby. Don't let the indoors make you a coward. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, where were we? We were talking about the French guy that was doing a stunt, apparently climbing a building, and he
fell.
Apparently slipped. So, once again, gravity won, Frenchman nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this guy would take pictures.
Yep. He has some pretty amazing photos on his Instagram page. I went through that the other day.
Last one's incredible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there a place on the internet where you can get those?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Those last selfies
pic.
just before the train hit, that sort of thing.
There's a whole
thing.
Yeah.
Several sites.
Sometimes you're just watching like a fail video compilation your buddy puts on in college, and then you go, we just watched a man's death.
Oh, boy, yeah, what a fail.
Yeah.
That man stepped in front of a train.
And then it just goes to the next compilation, the video, just immediately after. There's no too soon time. There's no latency period.
Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
A man needed to be rescued after getting a light bulb stuck
in his butt?
In his mouth, Josh. While performing an online challenge, the man identified.
I think you were right the first time.
Man identified as Uncle Fester.
Yeah, he's identified by his surname Chen. Burst into the Yuyao City Fire and Rescue Brigade with the LED light bulb sticking out of his mouth.
Chinese Fire Brigade. They were just constantly switching seats.
Have you seen this?
No,
I mean, it's
They stop at every light.
Those are brave.
It's the part. It's the part that you screw in that's coming out.
Yeah,
so he's got the bulbous part of the bulb, if you will, is in his throat.
Unable to extract the bulb, firefighters took Chen to a nearby hospital where doctors realized the man could not open his mouth wide enough to safely remove the light bulb.
What was he thinking?
They used to.
Oh! Wait a minute. Do that one again,
What?
please.
You're gonna like a good idea? That's what the
What?
light bulb?
No.
What?
What was he thinking?
Even worse than I thought.
Yeah, sorry.
What's the deal with people eating light bulbs? How do they do that? Is that
I
a
don't
trick?
know. That's really something,
I've seen it. There was a guy in the NFL, Tim Rasovich, would eat glass.
That's
Something
terrible.
like that. How did not cut himself? Tom?
Doctors used a special device to dislocate the jaw on one side and remove the glass bulb.
That hurt.
Did you know a girl like that?
Oh, you mean Anaconda? Yeah. She's doing well.
Anaconda, yeah.
Afterwards, Chen told doctors he watched a video of someone putting a light bulb in their mouth and he just wanted to see if he could do it too.
Well,
I mean, technically, it's not the worst place you could get a light bulb stuck in your body.
Yeah.
Yes, we've seen the X-ray.
Probably number 3, I'm guessing.
The old anus.
Right?
Well, number 1 would be
the anus.
Yeah. You got to really cram it in there.
Okay, Christmas
Like a
lights.
Christmas light.
Like a pen light.
and then your booty hole.
His family has to be glad that it wasn't the other hole.
Yes, less embarrassing.
Hey, Drew, what happened to Uncle Chen? Yeah, I got a light bulb stuck in his mouth. Yeah, wow, you're lucky. Yeah, my Uncle Chuck got one of the old Keister. I had a friend who was a ER doc, and he was. You've seen the X-ray we have in the men's room over here.
It is of a light bulb.
A light bulb in there. Yeah, that's legit. That was pre-Photoshop. That's a classic. But apparently, in one case, because you can't have the bulb break.
No, that'd be bad.
Because then this guy would have had glass going down his throat.
Yeah, sure.
So they somehow drilled it and they filled it with some kind of plaster-like substance.
Oh,
this was the one in the old Keister.
Sure.
Before they.
And then they
out.
Squeezed it out. They didn't just go in there and get it.
I'm not sure what happened after that. I was laughing so hard at the plaster part that I lost track of the story.
Light bulb in the butt. Gee whiz.
Wow. Not a bright idea.
Whiz. Thank you, Pat. Yeah. And not a bright idea. Two awful jokes back to back. Just awful.
How many Chinese firefighters does it take to unscrew a light bulb in an idiot's face?
Oh.
That's today's riddle.
We go from China to Canada, where a real estate agent was fined $15,000.
Now, this is in Canada?
In Canada.
This is a great story.
For drinking a homeowner's milk straight from the jug during a showing. Mike Rose was alone in the home in Kamloops in Canada as he waited for clients. Surveillance cameras in the home caught him going to the refrigerator.
They don't call them Fruit Loops in Canada? They call them Kamloops?
The home at Kamloops is
You're getting away from the point of the story.
I'm ruining this beautiful story.
Kamloops is the city in Canada where this took place. Kamloops.
Us three did that song.
I knew I should have edited it out of there.
Surveillance cameras in the home caught him going to the refrigerator, drinking some milk straight from the container, which he then puts back in. Rose, who apologized for his actions, said his behavior was out of character and he was unusually dehydrated at the time because of this is always the excuse, new medication, as well as being under considerable stress.
Whenever I'm dehydrated, I grab a cold glass of milk.
From somebody, and then put it back in.
Yeah.
By the way, if it were me, I'd say, by the way, since you were drinking my milk, I'd like to reduce your commission to 2%.
How
That's
funny.
a 7% joke. Come on, everybody.
Why do they have a camera on their refrigerator?
It was probably just in the hole.
There's a camera everywhere, yeah.
The CBC reports Rose agreed to pay a disciplinary penalty of over $15,000.
That's ridiculous.
For the conduct unbecoming to a real estate agent.
$15,000 to sip some milk out of a guy's fridge?
Because that's what they caught him doing.
What do you think he's done?
You can't find somebody for something they may have
Yes,
done.
I can. I'm the judge, and I believe in cruel and unusual punishment. I say this: take this guy's gold jersey and put a big S on it.
Wait a minute. What are you defending now?
This $15,000 is way too much high of a fine for this guy just drinking.
So if you were selling your house and you weren't there, and some guy went into your fridge, what if he went in and he did a double decker in your toilet?
What if?
Upper decker.
Even that's not $15,000.
He didn't.
This is crazy.
I would go take a black light at your underwear drawer. I'll tell you what, this guy's probably squirted all over that thing.
You are jumping to some big conclusions.
It's real ridiculous.
Do you know any realtors? Absolutely not jumping to conclusions.
I know a lot of realtors, and I don't know any of them that would do that.
Squirt all over your underwear.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he said. So there he was, squirting all over his underwear.
$15,000 for drinking a little milk.
Yeah.
Boy, this inflation has gotten out of control.
Organic milk.
I did that.
They're milking this for all it's worth.
Must have came from Whole Foods.
I did that. Yeah.
I tell you.
Oh boy.
There has to be is there a website of realtor horror stories?
Oh, I'm
bet.
sure.
I bet there's some
a
subreddit of.
Yeah.
I know that there are people who have who are, what is the word I'm looking for?
Humped.
Let's just say there's a couple shopping for a home, and they go to the open house and go into one of the bedrooms, lock the door, and knock one off.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Knock one off.
You want to see if that room is fitting?
Oh, so it'd be okay with you? Two strangers.
If they bought the house.
I insist on it.
They do whatever they want.
You throw $20,000 on top of that asking price. You can do it on my dining room table while I'm eating a pizza.
That's where the cameras are. You don't need them in the kitchen. You need them in your bedroom.
$15,000 does seem excessive.
It
That's all I'm
does.
saying.
I agree with you.
Yeah, but it's Canadian, remember.
Oh, that's right. So here it's only
$8. Isn't there a thing? Isn't there some kind of app you can get now for some kinds of refrigerators? They actually have a camera in the fridge.
They do. That way, if you're at the grocery
you go to the
store,
grocery store and look in your fridge. And,
yeah.
Boy, that's too much technology, isn't it?
No.
we have people who can't get grain in Africa, but we can look at our fridge to see if the expensive cheese is still there. Somehow,
honey, we're almost done.
Somehow, contemporary culture has our priorities a little askew.
Well, actually, they have a refrigerator that will tell you what. You'll go, what am I missing?
Again, maybe
you don't even have to look.
Maybe we should get scientists working on something else. Well, thank you very much. That was a lovely story. Glad you guys liked it.
I almost ruined it. I don't know what I almost ruined. But...
You were trying to inject comedy.
Yeah, I was trying to have fun.
Yeah, no.
I knew I should have taken the name of that city out of there.
It's important.
Lamb loops.
Kamloops.
Kamloops. I don't know why I thought Fruit Loops.
The Twin City.
I saw a Fruit Loops donut yesterday. Have you seen those?
That's a great story. You know, Raycon wireless earbuds. You could hear Christy's stories on your Raycons.
Yeah, donuts
Wait
with
a minute.
Fruit Loops
Fruit
icing.
Loop donuts. That would probably taste worse than the coffee with the 6
Or
pumps of
donuts with
sugar.
Fruit Loops on the icing on top.
I bet they're delicious.
Oh, I bet they're
That
great.
sounds delicious. Just because you can't use your phone, don't burn this Fruit Loops donut. That sounds great.
Well, I'm going to guess.
Raycons everyday earbuds look, feel, sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. Noise isolation, awareness mode. You can also choose to be immersed, or you can tune into your surroundings if need be. And you can listen while you travel, during a grueling workout, or optimize gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. Remember that. These earbuds are comfortable enough for an all-day wear. And remember, they do not budge. With Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth syncing, 32 hours of battery life, and they start at about half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 56,000 5-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom, 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I love my Raycon earbuds. Thank you very much. Coming up, comedian Reno Collier is next. Also, comedian Mark Normand will be joining us this morning. 2 great comics. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Zysol is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Zysol keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Zysol. At night.
Hey, Fidelity. How can I remember to invest every month?
With the Fidelity app, you can choose a schedule and set up recurring investments in stocks and ETFs.
Oh, that sounds easier than I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I do. Now, where did I put my keys?
You will find them where you left them.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
I said to the guy, I says,
There's Pat Godwin wrestling with his headphones and his glasses.
Hey, chick.
I said it before, I'll say it again. I would watch this TV show if you had the 24/7 of Pat just sitting there. There's Willie Griswold.
Pat, was that an honest struggle or are you exaggerating?
Exaggerating a little bit.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Telling a joke in the hallway about a guy. Comes home.
This fella. Boy, oh boy.
Drunk guy comes home with a duck under his arm.
It was unbelievable, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. And I believe we're going to hook up with comedian Reno Collier. There he is. Hey, Reno.
Good morning,
how are
my
you?
friends.
That's nice
Good
to see
morning.
you.
I'm good, man.
Now,
good.
you have been in rehearsals for this one-man show that you're doing. Is that correct?
I have, yes, sir. It's called Dad Bod, The Evolution of Man.
Oh.
And the tickets go on sale this Monday at dadbodnashville.com. And the first show is September 9th. The red carpet is that week too. But Bob and Tom listeners are going to get a special something tagged on with their ticket.
Cool.
And how's the show going?
It's great, man. It's great. It's a lot. It's a lot of lines. It's a lot of memorization that my brain, dude. It's like school or something. It's weird. It's like just trying to learn all this stuff and make it funny. And it's not my act where I can just, if I get lost, I just make up something stupid and figure it out.
Mm-hmm. So, but
it's really fun though. The show's funny as hell.
And it's just you on stage?
It's just me. There's some things in the crowd. There is a really elaborate new video screen behind me. So there's slideshows and videos, and then there's music, and there's people coming out of the crowd.
And if it doesn't go well, you can just put on airplane.
Yeah, if it doesn't go well, you will see me at the Chuckle Hut in Buke.
Wow. Well, so
it's fun, man.
And this
it's
is going to be
I'm having a blast.
It's at a theater in Nashville, Tennessee. What's the name of the theater?
It's at the Woolworth Theater, downtown Nashville, right by Printers Alley and the Ryman and everything. It's a beautiful, new, renovated theater.
Cool.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, I got to be honest, man. I have not been this excited about doing something in a long, long time. So it's fun.
Except, of course,
it's
your
weird
wife.
not being on the road. Yeah, my wife is getting used to me not being on the road, and it's kind of like, it's Thursday, isn't there somewhere you're?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
you get to be home. Oh boy, Reno, this will be great.
Yeah, where is it, Reno?
It was like this, honey. I can't wait for you to be home all the time, and now it's like, you don't have anything?
You said it was at the Woolworths.
You're going to be here every night, are you?
The Woolworths is a department store, right?
Sometimes they take Broadway shows on the road.
Yeah.
That could happen with you, maybe, right?
That could happen. And check the Woolworth. It's a historic deal here in Nashville because there was a sit-in there during the civil rights time in our history. So it's honored all through the theater. It was downtown Nashville. So it's a really beautiful. They just renovated. It's only been open for not even 2 years. So
it wasn't Woolworths like a dime store that had a
fountain,
soda fountain, sandwich shop or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, that's where the sit-in was, and then they renovated it and turned it into a theater. But they kept a lot of the stuff from that day.
Oh, cool!
Like parts of the wall and the little stool, and there's paintings and there's pictures. It's
by the way, Little Stool sounds like the worst rap artist, the worst hip hop guy. Right. I mean, in the world of hip hop, how many guys start with Lil?
Let's maybe keep it respectful.
Okay,
talking
sorry.
about a historic civil rights.
I thought we were going to be in trouble. That was pretty good. Lil Stool.
Lil Stool.
There's Lil Stool.
Yeah.
And Ludacris.
Dude, I love how much you love
Ludacrap.
It's fun, though, man. I'm really excited.
Well, good. Good.
Yeah,
Reno Collier is our guest. Reno is a distinguished stand-up comedian and apparently about to become an actor. You've been in a couple movies, right?
Well,
yeah,
Larry put him in a couple movies. Okay, come on.
I have to be honest. Chick is correct. My audition was, "Hey man, you want to do this?" So, yeah, I don't know how the Academy missed me on Jingle All the Way 2. I really thought that performance was going to put me over the top, but.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
not so much.
You've been writing on the side, I understand, a little bit of your special feature that you perform on this show. We haven't seen you for a few weeks. You do a little something special. And,
yes, sir.
It's called the Country Fried Take. You got one for us?
I do, yes, sir. So, excuse me. Last week, I couldn't do my Country Fried Take. I was just an absolute wreck. My brain and heart were spinning out, and I couldn't put any thoughts together. As you all know, we lost someone very special. You knew who it was the minute you heard the voice on the radio. Boundaries were pushed. Some were offended. And, of course, I'm talking about Sinead O'Connor.
Reno, you.
Now, listen. Some people might find that irreverent. You know who wouldn't? Ron Sexton. I look at it like this. When someone dies, you have the initial shock. Then I had a mix of anger and then sadness, then disbelief and more sadness. My emotions are based on me and the loss that happened in my life. But at some point, I believe we need to honor the spirit of our friend. And the spirit of Ron was laughter and a whole lot of irreverence. Whether we like it or not, there are two things that are definite. Death and the Titans not winning the Super Bowl. But is death definite? I don't think so. I personally believe in God, and I believe Ron is at peace. I also like thinking about God going, Ron, let's talk about Angel Skinner. Now, who told you that's what an angel does? You know? So in that case, I believe I'm going to try to stop thinking about how sad I am and celebrate and be thankful I got time with them on this earth. I've heard it said that the birth date and the date of death on a tombstone mean nothing. It's the dash in between them. What's important is what they did in between. Well, Ron made millions of people laugh. He shared his gift of voices, joke writing, and showing appreciation to the people that spent their hard-earned money to come see him. He wanted desperately to make other people happy, and I think he did. Unfortunately, when people die, all we have left are memories. So as long as we hold on to them, they're still with us. The last time I saw Ron in person was a few months ago at one of my shows down in Florida. He gave me a huge hug when I got off stage. He stood with me while I sold my T-shirts. He went on and on about how hard he laughed. Then we sat down for a few hours doing Tim Wilson impressions and talking about when we met when he was just a young buck doing sports radio. We laughed our asses off. When we were leaving, he said, hey, man, I've got something for you. And we walked over to his car in the parking lot, and I'm thinking, man, this is probably something to Tim's. Or he reached down in his trunk, and he handed me a Donnie Baker T-shirt and gave me some jacked up story about thread count or something and how he could get me a deal on him. I laughed my ass off all the way back to the hotel. The consummate comic. Now, when we lose someone, the first week for the family's chaos. After the people leave, the phone stops ringing and real life gets real. What I try to do is let some of the dust settle and then check in on my loved ones a couple weeks after, and then maybe again in a few months, just to see how they're doing. We all need love and help when we lose someone, and we never know how their loved ones are handling it. Now, I never know what the right thing to say is after something like this, so here's what I know. Ron was a husband, father, friend, and hilarious, talented man. I love you, buddy. Your comedy will live on, and I'll see you on the other side. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my Country Fried Take.
Thank you, Reno.
Thanks, Reno.
Is that the T-shirt you got on right there?
Yeah, man, I got it on. Dude, we were in the parking lot. I mean, I'm selling my T-shirts, and he's standing there with me. We go out, and it was like the coolest conversation. He's like, yeah, man, we're going through. And it wasn't like he said, hey, come out here. He goes, hey, man, I've got something for you. And we go out, and he hands me a T-shirt. I'm like, I can't say what I said to him. I'm like, are you out of your mind, dude? Like, I thought you had like a Tim Wilson guitar or a pick or something special. Nah, man, you got to see the thread count. Those things won't come apart. Those things you sell aren't worth a damn. I'm like, all right, buddy.
Well, that T-shirt will last for a long time. You got the Donnie Baker T-shirt. Thank you very much, Reno. Hey, listen, one more time, the play is going to start when?
Yeah, thanks, Tom. September 9th. You can get your tickets at NashvilleDadBod.com starting next Monday. It's called Dad Bod, The Evolution of Man. It's really fun, man. It's just about this guy's life that's close to mine. Just back and forth and getting in shape and getting fat and life happening to you and sadness and happiness and all that stuff. But it's
it going to
really
run
funny.
How many performances per week?
It's going to run guaranteed every Saturday through the first of the year.
Cool.
So starting in September, every Saturday at the Woolworth Theater, it'll be going.
Great.
And then they're going to add tickets based on whether or not I can sell it. We'll see how it goes, man.
So potentially you could have 6 days off per week.
Well, I like to think of it as one day of work per week.
So either way, your wife's going to be out hustling those tickets.
Yes, she'll probably be giving giveaways using my cell phone number. If you call this number. Yeah.
All right, Reno, thank you very much. Reno Collier.
Yeah, love you guys, man. Have a
Bye,
great
Reno.
week, everybody.
Love you, buddy. See
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir. Now, I lost my place. Where were we, Christy Lee?
We're
Going back to Christy Lee.
We can. Residents of an apartment building in East Hollywood are saying that they are being terrorized by a naked guy. They told KABC.
We're first in the alphabet.
There you go.
That the man has been spotted walking around the complex in the nude, wielding a knife.
Oh.
Residents claim he has also tried to break into their apartment.
I'll stick you.
Video obtained by the station shows the man walking around the complex completely naked, and some images show him trying to gain access to an apartment through a window. Residents said management has changed the locks and code for the gate, but they worry it will not be enough to deter the man.
Is this related to the strike?
How so?
Judging by this photograph, he's a member of SAG.
Willie, you played a part in that.
Oh, yes, you did.
I kind of like it. I thought it was fun.
He's a striking actor who can't afford pants. I would be furious.
Yes.
This is where you need a paintball gun, and I'd like to start manufacturing paintballs that are full of fecal material.
I don't. If this guy's walking around naked, I think paintball gun versus knife. I'm going to go with knife. I feel like the more you shoot him, he'll just get more encouraged.
He's not going to know.
Ow! Now I'm really going to stab you.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm stabbing you even more.
Get ready for a lot of stabbing.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Maybe.
Yes.
Ugh.
You know what? Isn't the knife thing a little redundant? You're already naked. You're already being a weirdo.
You're already, yes, a little.
No one's going to come near you.
Yeah, you don't need the knife and your.
I just want to make sure.
So now, if you're a police officer trying to do your job, you come up upon a naked guy with a knife. What do you do?
I don't know. Tase him.
I mean, this is where you need that freeze gun we were talking about.
Yeah.
You're going to freeze him in his tracks.
There you go.
Yeah, you have some kind of a gun where you press the thing and this guy suddenly is frozen.
Well, that's what Mr. Freeze does.
Well, see, that'd be really, we got to work on the freeze gun.
But doesn't tasing do the same thing? It's going to put him down.
You think?
Yeah, they can still writhe around and be
aim for the nuts.
Problematic. This thing, yeah, that's
Ooh.
it.
They're going to writhe around.
Yeah, you just got to
causing problems.
Freezes nuts.
Around.
Yeah,
that'll get him.
My balls are too cold, and he falls to the ground.
And he's going to be upset because on the cameras that the police officers are wearing, it's going to look real small. Hey, I'm really hung like a donkey. This thing froze my.
Speaking of Southern California, authorities say a bear was spotted cooling off in a backyard jacuzzi.
Hey, how you doing?
How hot does it have to be to cool off?
Have you seen the picture?
Tub?
Have you seen the picture of this thing?
Yes, I did.
It's
cute.
Hilarious.
Of course, it's cute. It's a bear.
The bear's kicked back, looking at the camera.
Yep.
And you see in the background Burbank, California. He's up high on the hill.
Police in Burbank responded to the report of a bear sighting in a residential neighborhood and found the animal sitting in the jacuzzi behind one of the homes.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
You want to be a star?
Yeah, the weird thing is Bert Kreischer's sitting right next to him having a beer.
Oh.
Officers said after a short dip, the bear climbed over a wall and headed to a tree behind the house.
All I got to do is make a call, and you're in the movie.
Yeah. Burbank, of course, about 10 miles north of Los Angeles, near the Verdugo Mountains. The Burbank police have issued warnings for residents to avoid bears and to keep all garbage and food locked up to discourage bears from coming near their homes.
Bear's body temperature during hibernation is 88 degrees or so, and then waking temperature is 100 degrees.
Wow, they run a little hot.
They run a little hot.
Josh, I want you to get out of your seat. Come over here and look at this.
Oh.
It really does look like the bear is posing for the picture. He's looking right at the camera. He's in the corner of the jacuzzi, sitting down. He's got his left arm is just on the side of the jacuzzi, going, "Hey, how's it going?"
Are there bubbles going on in the jacuzzi?
It doesn't appear that the jacuzzi is on.
No, it doesn't. But it looks relaxing. He looks super chill.
And again, he's on this balcony. You can see Burbank below.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Now, does a bear poop in the... They hit the jacuzzi and let one go
wherever they want.
This looks like it's his Tinder profile.
Yeah.
He's trying to pick up
cocaine
lady bears.
Would it be okay to use this as a Tinder profile? Could somebody do that?
Yeah, probably.
That's hysterical.
Hey, baby, come over.
Now, I once told Emma Stone, Emma, don't lose the red hair, babe. And she listened, and look at her now. Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, where's my gold chain?
I get a lot of these videos on my Instagram, and did you see the one where these people are driving down the road, and this bear just sits up, standing on the side of the road, he sips up, waves. It's the funniest thing I have ever seen. He literally waves.
Guys.
And you don't believe in God? You watched that once and go, okay, that's a sign.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He goes, it's so funny. I'll pull that up for you. I know I can find it.
Okay. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
think of the signals he could have given you.
This bear in the jacuzzi does everything but wave.
Yeah,
I know.
Right now, I'm going to wave at Christy because I've got a question for you.
What is it?
What is your sleep number setting?
45.
That means on your sleep number bed, you press the button, get it to 45, and that presents you with what kind of a feel on your mattress?
A nice soft feel.
No. Conversely, Mr. McGee, your sleep number bed setting is what?
100. I like a firm mattress, Tom, and the sleep number bed stays firm. It doesn't sag.
But if you wanted it to be a little more saggy, if you will, you just press that button. You can adjust it. It's adjustable firmness. That's one of the key parts of the Sleep Number system. There's a whole bunch of different Sleep Number beds that do a whole bunch of different things, but the fundamental principle of the Sleep Number bed is having adjustable firmness on either side of the bed. Plus, Sleep Number beds last longer, and right now Sleep Number has one of their biggest sales of the year going on. You can save $500 on the next generation Sleep Number smart bed. And this is the very important part. Special financing is available for a limited time. So on these hot days, maybe it's time to get that new bed. And by the way, they have Sleep Number beds that also have a bunch of temperature stuff and instructions on how to sleep comfortably at a nice, cool bed. Details, sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. Coming up, are you dealing with ED, erectile dysfunction, or a hostile neighbor named Ed? AI and ED are merging. We're going to find out what that means. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Willie Griswold.
What up, man?
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hi there, indeed. And there's Ace Cosby.
Ho there.
And I'm Chick McGee, and Tom looks a little overheated. I saw you were fanning yourself there. Are you all right?
You got the vapors?
No, just getting whatever
Yeah,
Flotsam and Jetsam might be on my
all that brown
shirt.
sugar.
Yeah, thank you, Pat. Nice call back. Ladies and gentlemen,
Chick.
Huh?
I know you're an only child.
Uh-huh.
But when you eat the last of something, throw the empty container away. Do not leave it in the cabinet.
Hang on a second. You guys aren't upset by that, are you?
Yes.
It's almost as if I'd done it on purpose to upset you. Gosh, I hope I didn't do that.
What was it, Christy?
The M&Ms.
I am very, very sorry.
So he wanted you to have that little mini thing in your head. You go, oh boy,
no. Finally,
that M&M is coming. I've been waiting.
A couple of M&Ms, and I go there.
It's almost as if I thought, I can't wait to her start bitching about this.
You know what, Chick? Thank you for that sincere apology.
You're welcome.
Have you seen Christy eat M&Ms? It's adorable. She
That's
gets
like
three,
one, and she puts her pinky out.
She puts them in a tiny bowl. She gets a bowl of 3.
I get 6.
It looks like a tiny little
6 a day.
rabbit having his tiny little rabbit dinner.
But there's something to be said about that. It's like there's a great scene in the book Going All the Way by Dan Wakefield in which the guy, he goes over to this guy's house and he mixes a drink. But he's one of these guys that remember
I don't even know this book.
I looked at you, Josh. Yeah, that's right, Pat. I've read 3 books in my life. Thank you very much.
Last
I read
20
the book,
years.
but I don't
Totally
remember.
blocked my way through all that education. Yeah, I'm serious. But you know what I'm talking about, Josh? The guy that he gets out the whatever it is, the shot glass.
Yeah.
and pours it and then measures everything and mixes
so far,
it. Right.
Normally, he's normally
a
that's how
cocktail.
you make a drink.
But he's very
precise
particular
about it.
Precise.
It's the ritual, you idiot. Did you see the movie Oppenheimer?
I'm not.
Remember the scene where he's mixing the drinks?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not participating.
Apparently, he made a mean martini.
Apparently, that's right. And apparently, he liked to get his friends drunk, and apparently, his wife liked to get herself drunk.
Apparently, he also
lot of
made
drinking.
a very effective weapon of mass destruction.
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
Oh, they're Oppie bombs.
By the way, was that term used in those days?
Oh, is it another piece of dialogue you're
Yeah, that
irritated
bothered
by?
me. I think that's a contemporary term.
Man, it's hard to talk to you.
Sorry. Never mind.
Robert Downey Jr. said pivot during the movie, and Tom
To
Staple
ruin the movie for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's told anybody who'll listen.
That does seem
have a nice day.
anachronistic. But
Yeah, it's improper. Then no one would have said that at the time. Let's just move forward here.
So you're saying that no one said "Have a nice day" back in the 50s?
Well, there's a scene back in Lederhosen, Germany, like 39.
I have a punchline for Christy.
What?
I thought it was weird when Oppenheimer looked at Enrico Fermi at one point and said, "What you talking about, Willis?"
Yes.
That was very...
And then he went-
Enrico's his first name.
And then he said, high five.
Yeah, that really took me out of it. Then they doubled down, played the Seinfeld theme.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
You guys are ruining it for me.
You have some for Christy?
Don't look in the Pop-Tart box.
I don't eat Pop-Tarts, so it doesn't affect
Oh, really?
me. Did you do that with the Pop-Tarts?
looked in the Pop-Tart box yesterday and got a good 4 minutes of anger out.
That was not me.
Okay. I didn't think it was. It didn't seem like you.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
Dad, did you eat half a Pop-Tart and put it back in the box?
I don't eat. I've never had a Pop-Tart in my life.
You're missing out.
Did your mom used to make you Pop-Tarts, Tommy? Did she, she did
No, my
TV
mother.
dinners?
My mother was an excellent cook. She would
Of
make
course she was.
It was just quiche.
toast.
Toast.
I invented
Jesus
something.
Christ in an apron.
Hollandaise.
Yes, we know.
I invented something. Sugar bread. Did you ever have that?
Yeah.
Every kid.
Sure. White bread with butter and sugar?
Yes.
Yes.
Where do you think the term white trash came from?
That was our dinner.
That's right.
It's from the bread.
Could we do a thing? We had a thing where Ace ate nothing but pizza for a month.
Mm-hmm.
Could we do a thing with Christy? Hear me out on this.
Remember how long a month was? Do you remember? With him eating pizza?
I remember.
I enjoyed it very much. Pat did a bunch of... Pat, can you dig up one of your pizza songs and do it for us?
Oh, Tom.
You've barely played anything today.
I have 34 things queued up. You have not been reading any of the texts. And then you just yelled at me.
You did yell.
Don't yell at him.
A good callback.
Okay. Well, see,
Amazing.
we have something coming up. We haven't done the story yet.
What is it? And I'll do the story.
Well, wait. What were you going to have Christy do for a month?
What am I
Well,
going
not
to
for
do?
a month.
No.
But couldn't we do like 3 days of having Christy eat all the stuff she never eats that she loves?
Oh, no. I can't.
Yes.
What's something that...
Because Christy... Careful, Josh. Don't go vulgar.
I won't.
Go vulgar. Go, baby.
Go ahead.
Why stop now?
Something that Christy will never eat. We have to get your husband's ass.
Oh, man.
It was worse than I thought.
It was worse than what I
Chick
thought,
told me to
too.
go ahead.
I did.
Yeah.
See, my idea was something silly. What's your favorite food that you never eat, Christy? Because it's maybe
Probably. You know what I saw yesterday at the grocery that I really almost bought? Remember sugar babies that were in a package?
Yes.
I used to love those. I don't think I've had a sugar baby in
So you could have sugar
30
baby for a
years.
snack. You could have something maybe like something with a lot of hollandaise sauce on it.
like fettuccine Alfredo.
See, there we go.
Oh, man.
3 days of nothing but stuff you love.
No,
Christy,
I can't.
I'm with you on that exact... I haven't had fettuccine Alfredo in about 20 years.
Isn't it so good?
And I
It's
used to
so
love... I still love it, I'm
Hey,
sure.
Oh, I know.
Hey, Tom. Josh says...
I'm
that
so
he's
busy.
never-
I can't listen. I'm trying to formulate what insult I want to throw.
He hasn't had fettuccine Alfredo in 20 years. he
What are we
said.
supposed to say? Liar at the count of three?
I believe
You know what?
him.
Actually, now that I think about it, I may be lying.
Oh!
Because I did have it within the last 20 years, I'm certain, with the Olive Garden has the tour
of Italy.
and And it is, it's part of.
You got to take the tour.
So I know that I've taken the tour in the last 20 years, but it's been a long time. Since I used to order just the bowl of fettuccine Alfredo.
Yes,
which has
absolutely.
to be 6,500 calories. It's got to be insane.
It's delicious, though.
It's all cream.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
And
it's so good.
If there's extra cream sauce, what you can do is rip apart a little breadstick, soak that in there.
Oh, that would even be better.
Did you know Olive Garden used to sell? Chick informed me of this. In fact, he treated me to this. Just the Dippins, it was the Dippin Trio.
Yeah,
fettuccine. The Alfredo was part of that dip for your breadsticks.
Oh yeah,
Alfredo,
and then they
marinara.
stopped selling it.
Sounds like a bad band from the Peter, Paul, and Mary era. The full.
That's when you uttered it for the first time. Oh, he stopped selling it? Too popular? Too delicious?
Make you guys too much money, did it?
The Chad Mitchell Trio and the Dippin' Trio.
What's a food you miss that you haven't had in a long time?
Maybe some kale chips.
No, I mean seriously.
That's a great. I don't know.
Because your diet's changed quite a bit.
My mother's biscuits, and he's going to cry.
She was Jesus Christ in a row.
Josh, I wasn't going to bring up your latent perversions on the air, but after the ass remark, I may have to.
Oh, that was funny, though.
By the way, I got a text. He's listening.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. And he agrees with me.
And he's very excited.
And he's his birthday. He's not sitting anymore. I'm sorry.
Eat that ass.
Fortunately, we're out of time. But we'll be back. We have erectile dysfunction meets a robot in the news. One of my favorite comedians, Mark Normand, will be joining us shortly. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
I wonder how many people in the building yell down the hallway when Tom talks on the air. I think the over-under's 3.
Well, it's only 3 left.
Something like
only 3
3
in the
people
building.
in there.
We told you that already. Will you pay attention? Stuff like that.
Lately, it feels like not much has been communicated.
Yeah. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Willie Griswold over there.
Hey, good morning.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Yeah. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
So if you had fettuccine Alfredo, could you just take a couple bites and be done?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah,
In fact,
I could too.
I think I've gotten to the point where if I were to have a whole bowl, the stomach pains would be crippling.
Yeah.
We were talking about if.
Hey, Tom, did you just hear? Josh said if he took more than 2 bites of fettuccine Alfredo, he'd have a tummy ache.
Look at that.
Nothing makes me laugh hard.
I would absolutely have, but because it's because of the cream, whatever the dairy or whatever is.
Are you lactose intolerant? You just
I'm something.
No, I'm intolerant to a lot of stuff.
We know.
Lactose is an infant. I got a little list over here for you.
Take a couple Lactate.
Yeah, I've got a lot of friendly emails regarding that.
Snort Parmesan. You'll be fine. Whatever you want.
Now, we were talking about the
that
fact
Jim
that,
Crow.
Let me reset the stage here. Chick had a bunch of M&Ms, ate them all, but put the box back. So Christy thought she was going to get a couple M&Ms.
I did,
and there were none. So Christy had that moment of yes. Oh,
Christy.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
But the point
I
is,
would say something.
then Willie pointed out watching Christy eat M&Ms is it's kind of an unusual.
I think Josh put it best. Christy eats like a mouse.
Oh,
just like little crumbs.
Yeah. Well,
so we were asking.
There's a reason. I was a fat girl.
If you could, we were talking about Ace doing pizza for a month. We don't want you to eat food you wouldn't eat for a month, but maybe for just a few days. carb up.
Oh, it would be carbs all the way. Mac and cheese.
See, what we could do is
fettuccine Alfredo.
we could do this. We could get a
garlic bread.
We could get a nutrition expert to come in here, and you could beef up for like
Biscuits
3
and
days.
gravy.
Then we'd put you on a liquid diet for 2 or 3 weeks, so everything would even out.
That sounds so bad, physically, mentally.
We'd have the supervision of maybe a nutritional student.
No. You'd have. That's the problem with those shows like The Biggest Loser and stuff. Is I don't feel like they give those people enough
food,
mental assistance. I bet they can't barely eat anything.
Have they ever done the opposite?
Like the biggest fat ass? Like they just go...
No. Take it to people that are too skinny and beef them up.
Remember when Cartman tried to gain like 400 pounds on South by? You could live your dreams. He ended up on a talk show. Yeah.
It was some skinny girl. Come on, beef it up, bitch.
You didn't need to add that there.
Easy, Pop.
I think Sally Struthers tried to do that.
Like she can. It's a hormone.
Well, no, not her weight. She tried to feed the.
Pat, I had asked you to do one of your pizza songs. You did many pizza songs for.
What was that?
I thought
that was my keyboard.
I thought Pat was going to rap for us. Hey.
Is that his keyboard?
I'm Patty G like pepperoni, and I got a pizza wrap.
That's your keyboard.
Fettuccine and my weenie are things I like to show off. Well, Pat, why would you do that song?
Songs that end with Eenie. Fettuccine.
Wait a second, I'm sorry. What were the lyrics again? Fettuccine and my weenie are things I like to show off.
Right.
Thank you. The Italian flasher.
It's as good as anything he's ever come up with.
Absolutely.
Okay. I call it Chicken Josh Fredo.
Pat, now when we had Ace doing nothing but pizza for a month, you had to write a song a day. You did a nice job. Could you just play one?
Oh, you did a great job.
I put them in a folder. I will. I'll pick number 13. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
It's a long intro. I know we all hate those.
Pat, I like my pizza songs in 30 seconds or less.
Nicely done. I had to write a whole bunch of songs. I'm running out, and this month is long. I sing about pizza. Tom tells me when. Now, many months later, and I'm singing again. Yeah! Woo! Hey, every day's pizza. Oh, there is a bean, one a crappy lean cuisine, one a breakfast, one Chicago, one's cheesy avocado, one's different pies. Ace was a different guy. Oh, everybody, come on. Every day's pizza.
When I can't hit the note, I say, everybody, come on, too.
When I hit a clam, I like to get everybody involved. Oh, every day's pizza.
That's how I know.
Yeah. A folk song on Tuesday, and Wednesday was a blues day. Thursday I did Billy Joel. Friday's song was pizza rolls. Makes no difference what mood I'm in. Everybody, because I can't hit it. I can't hit it. Oh, every day's pizza. We have to work together.
No. Thank you very much, Pat.
Very nice, Pat.
A little tribute to Sly and the Family Stone. But right now, it's a tribute to the works of comedians throughout history as we teach them how to tell a joke.
Who's that sexy man with a joke? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
How did the doctor cure the Invisible Man?
How?
He took him to the ICU.
Oh.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
The intensive care unit.
That's where they burn victims, and we're all laughing.
Oh.
I think that might be the worst one
I
ever.
see you.
No.
That's freaking hilarious.
Thank you very much, Ace. Now,
Yes,
we have
Ace, you
coming
did a
up. We're going
great
to talk.
job, Ace.
We're going
Great
to talk
job.
with comedian Mark Normand. I think I'm a big fan.
Yes, me too.
Big fan of Mark. I certainly look forward to that. We do, however, have time for one more quick story from Christy Lee. What do you got over there?
Experts warn that artificially intelligent sex robots could one day blackmail or even kill their owners.
All right, now this gets interesting.
Jack Moore, global cybersecurity advisor with web security firm ESET, told the Daily Star, quote, at the very least, they could be hacked for blackmail purposes.
Yeah, great. My sex robot boiled the family rabbit.
They probably have cameras, and that footage would be very valuable to cyber criminals.
Wow.
Dr. Nick Patterson from Deakin University in Australia also warned, quote, hackers can hack into a robot or a robotic device and have full control of the arms, legs, and other attached tools.
Whoa.
Like in some cases, knives. Oliver Bendel at the University of Applied Sciences and Arts said sex robots pose yet another kind of risk, overexerting their human owners.
Why is that even an option?
We can't allow this.
By the way,
whatever we do, we can't let them near knives.
Yeah, who hands a knife to their sex robot?
Right?
What the hell?
Hey, Marilyn, come over here. I got the fan set so we can blow your dress up again like in the movie. Can you hold my machete?
Are you done julienning those potatoes?
Wow, that's crazy.
Crazy.
So they're saying that people could implant devices in the robots that would be monitoring what you're doing?
No, well, if they have a camera in them, they could be hacked.
And it said it can control the limbs, though.
Yes, they could hack
so it
into...
the sex robot could grab a hold of you,
yes.
if you know what I mean, and not let go until you give them $1,000.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, I know Josh.
AI, Tom. It's all about AI.
Josh was talking to me in the green room about his sex robot, and he said the cool thing about the one he has is it actually knows when to call Amazon to order more lube, which I think is a great.
It's a real lube. I pay a little extra, but it helps.
You click the thing for monthly.
Yes, it saves me time.
Yeah, you save a little initially, and then you don't have to worry about ordering it again.
Yes. Comes on a random Wednesday. Nice little midweek treat.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a movie made about this where the sex robots killed people? Was it La Machina or whatever? What was that called?
It was Spy Kids 2.
No.
It's a weird plot.
Ex Machina?
Ah, that was it.
I never saw that.
Oh, it was interesting.
Spy Kids 2 is hilarious.
Legitimately great movie. Steve Buscemi's really good in it. Good film.
I think you would like it, Josh.
Ex Machina.
Yeah, unexpected twist in the third act.
And my twist.
He means twist.
So, are they saying that the sex robot would sort of just Kegel it right off?
Could.
No, thank you.
Chick's right, though. It's alarming that they think these robots could get a hold of knives.
Well, it said attached tools, so yeah, you would have to put the tool in their
But
hand.
like Tom said, what sex doll is coming with knife play options?
You need to ask this psychiatrist guy or this scientist dude.
Wow.
What's his name?
Dr. Nick Patterson.
You know, there's got to be a scene in this movie at the start. Now, whatever we do, we can't let them get a hold of knives. Okay? That's the number one thing.
Coming up, comedian Mark Norman. But first, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show features, once again, a little bit of a quiz. Is that correct?
Raycon earbuds. That's the answer to all your questions. That's right. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you might be listening to. Podcasts or music or the opera or well, not the opera, but other better music. They feature noise isolation and an awareness mode so you can choose to be immersed in sound or tune into your surroundings when you have to. And you can listen while you travel, maybe a grueling workout. They're in your ears. Optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made. And the earbuds are comfortable enough for an all-day wear. And remember, they do not budge. Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth syncing, 32 hours of battery life. And get a load of this. They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 56,000 5-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, we have erectile dysfunction and robots together, and great comedian Mark Normand. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses.
I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby's here.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
And by many requests, we've replaced Christy Lee with a Christy bot.
What?
Christy Bot, how are you enjoying being with us so far?
What?
Boy, that's some fine yes-anding.
Yeah. You see, Christy,
the improv skills.
The way the improv works. Tell her, Willie.
No.
I have no improv skills.
No.
I'm taught to read.
I've said this to you before. You use improv as a hostage situation.
Yes.
You can't just go to your scene partner and make them do whatever you want to do for your own sick interest.
He's
Christy
right.
Bot reads news. Read news.
Oh, my
Some
God.
men with erectile dysfunction
Shove her!
are turning to AI for help. According to Vice's motherboard, ED Smart Technology using app-linked devices is now emerging to help treat patients. One such company is FirmTech,
Naturally.
which offers a vibrating ring that tracks the wearer's nocturnal erections, duration of their erections,
That means
and the
nighttime
firmness of their male member.
Tom has his arm raised like he has to, yes.
Yeah.
I have a question about the ring.
Okay.
Presumably, this does not go around the finger.
No.
No, around the wiener.
Around the, yeah.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
And somewhere in the distance, Pat Godwin coughs.
High school physical class.
Like you've never heard of a ring down there before?
That's how they used to test whether or not you had ED. Maybe they still do. They would put those bands around your wiener that could, when you became erect, they would break. And then they would know that you were getting nocturnal.
So it's like that thing used to be on toilets at hotels,
or around like 100.
They would say,
Yes.
Remember those things? And I miss those so much.
Or like a napkin.
Sanitized for your protection.
Yeah, Willie, they used to. I don't know. If they at hotels they would have a paper band around the toilet. Around how do I describe this? I'm not getting
Around,
this.
around the lid.
They started doing that again
Right.
during COVID a little bit. I remember
Sanitized
those.
for your protection, yes.
Yeah.
So you knew it was clean.
And I would always take scissors, and like I was doing the opening of a mall, go up there and cut it. With this action, I now hereby open the toilet mall. Click. But so they would put paper bands around your thing to see if.
Yes, yeah, and then if it broke, they knew that the problem wasn't physical.
How would they get it? Would they talk you into it, or would they show videos? How would they?
You sleep when you're sleeping.
And then they would know that you got a nocturnal erection. You know how it is. Sometimes you wake up and you go,
A nocturnal erection. I saw them open for Little Feet once. They did not. That was not a good band.
They did hard rock, right?
Yeah. Well, not that night.
Another erectile technology called MyHixel utilizes AI to give the user personalized real-time guidance
MyHixel
through an app-linked masturbatory device while simultaneously collecting health and performance data.
I like the sound of an app-linked masturbatory device.
So it's like one of those fleshlight things. Must be.
They already have a sensory sleeve hooked up to some
But
sort
see,
of
this is where that-
virtual reality already.
This
right?
is where that hacking thing comes in. Careful where you stick
Tom,
it.
you know what you can do now.
Wait, hang on a second. Christy Bot, you may have missed that. Christy Bot said, and I quote, "Be careful where you stick it."
Well, I mean,
they have a sleeve, Tom. Virtual reality. Do you know what that is?
Oh, where you put on the headphones?
Yes.
I mean the iPhones. Yeah.
And they have a sleeve for your.
They don't have a sleeve,
and that can simulate.
If they don't now, it's on its way.
If they don't. What's wrong with them if they don't?
And apparently, the feeling will
yes.
line up with what you're seeing. So
absolutely,
wow.
Absenteeism at work.
Oh man,
it's going to go way
this
up.
Is going to be.
I did a what's it called? Virtual reality thing in which you're on a it it simulates being way up high on top of something.
Oh, no
the walk
thanks.
the plank thing.
And you're walking, and it's
I did. Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
So I imagine the technology to make it so that you're having intimate relations with Jane Mansfield.
Yeah, that's who they have.
Headless, of course.
Jane Mansfield or Hedy Lamarr.
They couldn't get
hot women.
They couldn't get the Marilyn Monroe estate to sign off yet.
Mary Pickford.
The money's not right. You suppose that
Margaret Hamilton?
Could we? Is there a psychiatrist out there that has a patient that can only achieve while looking at photographs of dead women that are naked?
Hey,
now wait a minute. You mean celebrities who have passed?
Yes.
Okay, you don't mean
necrobation, I guess it would be. We had to make a word.
If you're a psychiatrist, you want to write in, break some HIPAA laws, let us know. Do you have a patient?
Let us know if you're currently seeing any necrobates.
Yikes.
So I'm sorry. So this is all about artificial technology. Oh, do we have our guest?
Oh, boy, great timing.
There he is.
Well, here's a man who knows a little about sex bots.
Hey, it's comedian Mark Norman. We were wondering if we were going to get hooked up with you, Mark. One of my favorites. Mark's new Netflix special is called Soup to Nuts. And how are you, sir?
I'm hungover and gay, sir. I'm here. I'm queer.
Yeah,
all right. I'm Mark.
You're honest.
Are you home?
Yeah. I live in a flop house in Flint, Michigan, but I'm here.
Okay, we'll have a glass of water and sit down. Well, it's good to see you, sir.
You too. I'm on a little fentanyl, but I'm pushing through.
There he goes. He's sitting now. Mark Norman joins us, tremendous stand-up comedian. And Soup to Nuts.
Thanks.
Soup to Nuts. Why the title?
Well, I figure I cover everything, top to bottom, A to B, soup to nuts. We get it all in, all the dark stuff, Holocaust, trans, slavery, school shootings, you name it.
Wow.
All right.
All the fun stuff.
What does the phrase soup to nuts come from? I mean, I've heard it before, but it seems like it doesn't really seem like everything A to Z or everything good to bad. It just seems like a kind of a random...
I think it's an old Jewish term for a meal. Like we had the soup first, and then you have the entree, and then the dessert, and then you have nuts at the end. So it's a restaurant thing.
That's interesting. Have you ever had a meal that ends with nuts?
No. Well.
No, but those Jews, they're weird.
Now, you mentioned that you were hungover. Are you a heavy drinker? You like the booze, do you?
Oh my God, it's a problem. I got to cut back. My last boss said I was a high functioning alcoholic, and then my first thought was, "Geez, how do you know I was also high?"
Mark Norman is our guest once again. Soup to Nuts is the Netflix special. Mark is one of my very favorites. And may I ask, where are you living now? Are you in New Orleans or Louisiana?
No, I live in New York City and the Big Apple, and doing shows every night. Now the hobos are out. You can hear them in the night or in the morning. I can't believe I didn't wake up. They're it's like a hobo rooster every day. The guys are screaming outside my window. I would point my camera out there, but you would just see full on, nudity. So,
wow. What are you in Manhattan?
It's a clean show. Yes, sir.
Okay. What part of town?
I'm in Greenwich Village, right by all the comedy clubs and everything. But since the pandemic, it's gotten a little dicier.
Ah. Yeah. Now, are you a single guy or a married? You're a married guy, right?
Married guy. Oh yeah, living the dream. Just got a nice plus size wife. I got to go help her grease her wheelchair in a minute. I put a broomstick in the spokes at night. But
she can't go anywhere.
All right, sorry.
Now I'm trying to remember because I remember I saw you in New York last time I was there. Are you still smoking cigarettes?
Oh well, I did as a youngster. When I was young, everybody did, and I feel like cigarettes and weed flipped. Back in the day, weed was illegal. It put you in jail. Now you can pop an edible at noon and be like, whoa, I have anxiety. And everybody goes with it. But, you want to smoke a cigarette, you got to go out in an alley behind a dumpster, and then you get caught, and you just say, "Oh, I'm killing a hooker. Don't mind me."
The priorities of our culture may be.
Yeah, and how do you know? My dad caught me as a kid. He made me smoke the whole pack. Do you do that with weed now? How does that work? Hey, Timmy, we found a roach in your room. Now you got to smoke this whole eighth. And it's like, well, put on The Office.
Mark Norman is our guest. Netflix is the place to go to see Soup to Nuts, the Mark Norman comedy special. Mark is one of the finest comedians out there.
Yes.
Working. I use the term working somewhat loosely. I can see by the look on your face. Yeah, Mark is a tremendous stand-up. So it's so great that you've got this special. Am I correct in saying this was filmed in Chicago?
Yes, sir. Chicago at the Vic Theater, but I'm the only idiot that decided to film on St. Patty's Day. I was like, look at this. They got the theater available. This will be great. And it was a drunk, boozy, yelly, heckly show.
Ah, well, that's good, isn't it?
I don't know.
Disruptive, yeah.
Fist fights. Some guy got a divorce. It was bad, but we edited around it.
I see. Now living in New York City, do you own a car?
I actually own a vintage car, and I keep it in a garage because I'm too scared to scratch it. But
what is it?
Here is,
what do you have?
It's a 1973 BMW 2002.
Nice. And New York City.
You know it?
Yeah, and I used to when I lived in New York, I owned a Fiat Sports Spider, which was a super. Wow. Yeah, driving a convertible in New York City is quite the experience. You lean back and look up and go, "I'm scared. I'm terrified."
Yeah.
Are there a lot of? You see a lot of electric cars there? You got the Teslas and the other EVs.
No, I feel like that's a little more West Coasty. We don't have a ton of EVs, although I just rented one to do a road trip, and I almost missed the gig because I kept plugging in every 2 seconds. It was like my wife's vibrator.
Are you an Elon Musk fan?
I don't mind him. I know he gets a lot of hate, but I think he seems fun. He's trying to wrestle Zuckerberg and save the world.
I saw that.
I think he's fun.
It was like a cage match. They proposed this. Did Zuckerberg challenge Elon or vice versa? I can't remember.
Well, Zuckerberg started that Threads crap. That's like a Twitter ripoff. So Elon got annoyed and said, "All right, let's take it into the ring." And it could be fun, two nerds fighting, but I think I'd rather see a cocaine off between Hunter Biden and Don Jr.
Oh no, that's the best.
Be a fun night.
That's beautiful.
Mark Norman is one of my favorite. Mark, what was your very first national late night television gig? Do you remember?
First one ever was Conan O'Brien.
All right,
that was a big deal.
Do you remember the first?
Watching him, it was fun.
Do you remember the first joke you told?
Oh boy, I think I do. It was I was hungover again. Obviously, there's a problem here. I got a pattern going, but I said it's weird how when you're really hungover, you can have another beer and the hangover goes away. It's too bad you can't do that with pregnancy. Like, oh no, my wife's pregnant. Well, let's go at it again. Get rid of that baby.
On that note, we'll say goodbye. Mark Norman, it's Netflix. Soup to Nuts. Mark is one of the very best out there. Go see him live and in person if you get a chance, or watch the Netflix special until you can. Much appreciated, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It's always good to see you, and thanks for having me. And I hate myself.
We love you, sir.
Nice job.
And that guy is so funny at all
Very
times.
funny.
He is absolutely one of the best working today.
Oh,
so great.
So funny. I'm sorry, Christy, we last left you were treating erection with AI. What was it again?
I wasn't, but they are trying to do that. A company called Firm Tech offers that vibrating ring to find out if you're actually having an erection.
Don't you wish you were around when they were trying to name this company?
What about my Hixel? What the heck is that?
Yeah, that's distracting.
That's like my shizzle, my...
but it's a masturbatory device.
What about the Firminator? I like that a lot. I will be hard.
Yeah.
Nothing? Only I like that a lot? Okay. I'm working on it.
Isn't it time, what the heck, that you called Firm Tech?
And it's Tuesday, right?
Because, it's like when they named the ED drugs.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone that was actually involved in the naming of one of these, and they want them to sound scientific. They're not going to name it Bonorama, from Eli Lilly. They want it to sound like have a little
It's legit.
a little
Yeah,
gravitas.
right.
Cialis that sounds legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but Firm Tech, I guess that could be anything.
Yeah.
They didn't do like
Everhard.
Yeah, throbbing. I don't know, throbbing bone or something. Here at Throbbing Bone Company, we're going to be testing
Throbbing Bone.
Real quick, it's Tuesday. Taco Bell has won its bid to make Taco Tuesday free of trademark restrictions.
Yay!
In a filing with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, Taco John's gave up any further claim to Taco Tuesday in 49 states, ending a high-profile spat with Taco Bell.
Sounds like Taco John's a real hero here because they just go ahead.
But didn't they legitimately have the trademark or
Yeah,
whatever
but
it is?
there's enough Tuesday for everybody.
Yeah.
And enough tacos.
Yes.
And they're all good. Taco John's and Taco Bell, both good.
Yes. Here.
Yeah, it is interesting to me that the name Taco John's, and don't take this the wrong way, but
You think it should be Juan's?
I mean, wouldn't you have gone with?
I get it.
I don't know, Taco Chico or
Yeah, it's like a Chinese place called Logan's. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, or going with the Fern Bar trend. O'Malley's Tacos. It just doesn't fit. It sounds like too gentrified for a taco place.
Have you been to the Taco Bell Cantina yet?
What is it?
Taco Bell Cantina is a Taco Bell with alcohol.
No kidding.
Yeah, they'll put like Tito's in your Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
What?
Baja Blast, yes.
So Taco John's no longer has the patent, whatever it is, trademark, whatever it is.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're sharing it with the world.
It's been rough for both Papa John's and Taco John's. It's been a rough year for John's, unless you're working with hookers.
I don't think what John said was trademarked.
Yes,
I think-
some of Papa brought on some of that, I think. Himself.
I see. Right now it's quiz time once again. I'll start with you, Chick McGee. The Sleep Number bed, you have a Sleep Number setting. It is what?
100.
What does that mean exactly?
Firm mattress. It's the firmest of the Sleep Number settings, and it stays firm.
And you can set your side of the bed at 100, and you can change it if you want to make it softer. Christy Lee, your side of the bed, your setting is what?
45. And
Meaning?
with the touch of a button, you go from 100 to 45. It's softer.
It's like a marshmallow.
Your setting is what? And what does that mean?
It's a marshmallow on her side and asphalt on Chick's
There you
side.
go.
No, that's okay.
Not quite that. I'm just trying to illustrate so people can realize and visualize what's happening here.
Confrontational.
The Sleep Number bed. Okay, Josh, what's your Sleep Number setting?
It is 65.
And how does that help this argument?
I'm sorry, I had my headphones down. What did you ask?
How does it help this argument when you have a 65?
Don't ever come to me again.
The Sleep Number bed, I love mine. My number happens to be 85 right now, and that's because my Sleep Number bed told me that after examining me as I'm sleeping and measuring things all secretly and quietly and unobtrusively. The Sleep Number bed, sleep at the next level, unlock your potential. Getting great sleep is very important for every aspect of your life, and right now you can help the aspect of your life in the budget department by saving $500 on the next generation Sleep Number smart bed. And for a limited time, special financing is available. Special financing available, and you can see the store and get all the details on the various Sleep Number beds and that special financing that is available, as I indicated, for a limited time. Sleep Number stores are found at sleepnumber.com/BT show. It's the only place you can get the Sleep Number bed. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
And there's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi there.
Hi there. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick, and here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
A couple quick things. We just heard from Mark Normand. His Netflix special is known as Soup to Nuts. Please check it out. He's the best. The Electric Amish are going to be our house band tomorrow. By the way, they're going to be doing a reunion tour. Well, it's one show at Mitchell's Sports Bar and Grill in Fort Wayne, Indiana, coming up this Friday night. The Amish, live and in person. Pat?
Yes, sir.
We just had a story about AI meeting ED, erectile dysfunction meeting robots.
Yeah.
And you have a song about this topic?
Well, of course I do.
Okay.
It's a song. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Here it goes. Met this girl online. Things are starting to click. We're going on our third date. Oh, these roses should do the trick. But when I knock on the door, she answers with a frown and says, I can't go out tonight. My old boyfriend's back in town. Your old boyfriend's back in town.
Your old boyfriend's back in town.
I can't believe I wasted a Viagra on you. I'm out $30 and my balls are blue. I'll be up all night with no one to do. I can't believe I wasted a Viagra on you. I popped a pill in sweet anticipation that I was gonna make love to you. Insurance doesn't cover this kind of medication. These flowers are pretty darn expensive too. Ha! I can't believe I wasted a Viagra on you. I'm hard as a rock and no rendezvous. My best laid plans have fallen through. I can't believe I wasted a Viagra on you.
He can't believe he wasted a Viagra on her.
Thank you, everybody.
Time now for Today in History. August 1st. Rabbit.
On this date in 1774, Joseph Priestley.
Oh, yeah.
Jason's dad?
Discovered oxygen and starred in 90210, of course. Let's see.
Discovered oxygen?
Discovered oxygen?
Like we wouldn't have discovered that anyway?
They have a way of saying that
been
about
around.
Western culture, that they discovered Hawaii. Okay, sure, there were people there, but, we'll see if we can hand them some diseases. Aretha Franklin made her first recording. That's great, on this date in 1960.
You think anybody called her A. Frank? Hey, Frank!
I think
people
called her what she insisted.
Very, very much. 1770, happy birthday, William Clark. His famous partner was?
Lewis.
Thank you very much, Lewis and Clark.
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry.
Hey, we should go laugh.
Happy birthday to Yves Saint Laurent.
YSL?
Yeah. Is he still with us?
Who the hell's this person?
I don't believe
1936.
Fashion guy?
Yeah, fashion guy. He's got on...
Oh, yeah.
YSL.
YSL. He's on
YSL.
said
And bags
YSL.
and all kinds of stuff.
1942, the late Jerry Garcia. Sort of the exact opposite of Yves Saint Laurent.
What's he late for?
Really? 1960, Chuck D. Happy birthday. Do you know what his last name is?
No, what is it?
Cheese.
Chuck D. Cheese.
That's just silly.
He's Chuck E. Cheese's cousin.
Sort of waters down the protest anthems.
Yeah, Chuck D.
Chuck D. Cheese. No? 1963, happy birthday to artist Leon Ivey Jr.
What year?
63.
Okay.
Also known as Coolio.
Oh, okay.
Is Coolio...
Dead, yeah.
Yeah, recently.
Coolio.
YSL died in 2008.
Coolio.
Do we have any living birthdays here?
I don't know.
Here we go.
do we?
Edger and James, the great football player.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't going to bother
Edge.
nobody. I put my TV over here in the corner.
Happy birthday, Edge. Right now.
Never heard of him.
It's time to...
Time now for
That's
Things We Learned.
Just because Edgerrin didn't play hockey. He was an excellent football player.
Twice the running back Marshall Falk was. Okay.
I doubt it.
Oh.
Really?
0-0. That was the final score of Portugal and the United States today. The women, though, are in the knockout round. Clang!
Exciting there.
Okay. Chinese zoo has a fake bear evidently wearing a wrinkled fake bear costume.
They say it's a real bear.
But they insist it's a real bear.
It does look fake, but I think it's probably real.
Tom is really bad at the Starbucks app. There was all kinds of trouble ordering coffee. And
why would they even make that, knowing it was me?
What did you end up knowing it was me?
The delusions of grandeur are astounding.
Of course, everyone knows it's me.
No, I make that order like half the time, and from my app, and I've never ordered
half the time.
6 pumps of brown sugar.
It's your fault.
Yeah, they've had enough of your app, okay? Get your app out of here.
Sorry.
You and your app.
I can't recommend those pumps. That's too brown sugary for even me. Thank you very much.
And Tom still thinks Spider-Man, the cartoon, is a turd.
Awful.
A turd.
Can't believe it's popular. People who like it shouldn't be allowed to vote. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.